you've been arrested, damaged, or counted, call the experienced attorneys at Jace, Gideon, and Vincer. Our lawyers specialize in Azorius law and will fight to give you the justice you deserve. Call 1-800-296-7487 for a free consultation. Even if you've manned a vehicle while hydrocrossing, our attorneys are on the stack 24 hours a day.
Goblin, fairy, soldier, or mirror, call Jace, Gideon, and Vincer.
Jace, Gideon, and Vincer. Call today.
Propaganda, propaganda, it's a time for propaganda. Time to grab your brews and your commons. Propaganda, propaganda, open up your best ideas. Time to watch deluxeicoff brew a deck for you.
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on this Propaganda Saturday. We're playing Glint Blade. A lot of ways to build this. This is how I prefer to do it. Finally rolling around to playing Refurbished Familiar. So we got 20 lands in this bad boy. The 4/4 of the Ancient Den in the Vault with the cool artwork. We got 4 basic planes, 2 basilicas, 4 bridges for, Ponza and being able to keep stuff out, and 2 bogs, which is really paramount with graveyard lists and being able to Skyfisher them back and such. Plus, we also have 2 Thraben Charm mains. So graveyards aren't usually going to be too big of an issue unless they just really go all in from the get-go. But anyway, before I get started, my step throw early in the house. Thank Dreamer Stingo and Chimpskey right here nice and early. So I'm running 3 Ephemerate in this bad boy. You'll see why in a minute. We got 4 Glint Hawks. We got all 4 Inspectors because I like the art better than the 2 other Inspectors that we're running. I made room for 2 Blood Fountains in this build. I really like the early acceleration there, and just having a 1-drop in black I found was really important. I think 4 of these is a bit overkill with the bounceability of these and other things, meaning like this. I just think that's a little too much. So I went with 3 Lembas, all 4 blades, 4 cast down. We even have more removal in the Thraben Charm. This card really went under the radar for me personally. I know any flexible card's always awesome because it's so flexible, right? But I played a White Weenie variant that got in the top 8 in the Pauper Classic Tuesday tournament. Didn't do so well. I mean, I made like, I don't know, 5th or something. But this ability, I mean, you have 2 creatures out. It kills almost anything in the format. And then you can nix the yard and kill random enchantments and stuff. So it's pretty cool. 4 Skyfishers. We got 3 Overseers, 1 Crypt Rat, and 4 Refurbished Familiars. I went with Crypt Rat over Suffocating Fumes just because we've got the access to Blood Fountain for late game kill effects and such. In our sideboard, 3 Lone Missionaries, 1 Revoke, 1 more Charm, all 4 Dust, 2 Okiba, 2 Mesmeric, and 2 Castigates. Got quite a nice little discard package here if we go up against control. Let's see what we do. Until then, we shall rock the show. I've got some kind of bad news. The corporate people at Paramount called and let me know that early September will be my last day working, so I got laid off. Been here before. If you follow Propaganda for more than about 4 or 5 years, we've been on almost 9 now. I've sung this song before, so I'm not feeling too down in the dumps yet. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. We're going to keep this. And I don't know. Should we keep this? This is kind of a blah hand. I'm going to mulligan this. Let's mulligan. See if we get anything better. Oh my God, what a kick in the crotch that is. 1 of 2 that we have to mulligan again. Stop me if you've heard this one before. We'll keep this. Let's see. We've got a lot of artifacts. Let's get rid of the Charm and the Overseer. Would like to draw, but boy, I'm going to get rid of the Overseer here. Hopefully they cast a creature nice and early and we can capitalize and get those familiars up and running. Yes, the Charm is quite charming. Yeah, the Greater Paramount Studios has just been eviscerating themselves for like 3 years now. Really, since I started, went after the TV model and we're more of the web model, and this is like the 3rd or 4th round of cuts, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. They said it was pure randomness. We shall see. I'm going to look into it a little bit more because I just found out, but kind of a bummer. But it will be nice. You can probably expect more videos from me because I'm going to be able to solidify my edit bay back to where it used to be. Right now, my edit bay that I use for Propaganda, I have to stand up to use, and I rarely do that. It's just one of those things. All right. Well, I guess we can just hard cast this, right? At this stage, this only costs 2. Let's go. Get it going. Go and get. All right. No strips. Hey, thank you for the sub there. No strips. All right. Propaganda. Is this your own list, or did you get it from somewhere? No, there's like 20 of these plus or minus 5 cards. This is just my take on it. I really like it. Play style and such. Like Suffocating Fumes will make a lot of lists. Most people play with 4 Lembas. Just try to make it a little bit more flexible than your average bear. Very tempted to play something along the lines of a Deadly Dispute, but when you look closely, there's so much card draw on this thing. It's pretty sweet. Probably walking right into a counterspell here. Good news is we don't have to really worry about a Spell Stutter Sprite or a Spell Pierce when you're casting familiars here. Be really nice if Glint Hawk showed up here. I did play a land, right? All right, cool. I think Castigate's very underplayed in this style of list. Just pretty much cast it, you never miss, unless the good scenario, they only have lands in their hand, right? Long-time user, YouTube video, says no strips. First time catching the stream. Thank you for the content and your contributions. Hey, well, thank you for watching and mentioning that and the love. Okay, I guess we'll do this, and we'll just keep cracking for 2. I think our opponent's a little hiccuped on land. Now, do I really want to power out a Crypt Rat? I do. See if they make them use up all their counter spells, so our Tithing Blade will hit. All right. Man, that's pretty impressive, having both hard counter spells in your first 10 cards. Oh, and Chimpskey, the movie man. Going to be leaving us early. No problem, my friend. Pangolin Wrangler, you offered nothing but your best enthusiastic creativity, says Pangolin Wrangler. Humor and insight, without doubt. Made me incrementally happy each time I watched. Makes my weekend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's easy to do when you're passionate about stuff. You mix editing and little skits and magic all together, and you get me, I guess, right? Well, I'm tempted to just... We're going to go all the way with this familiar. I don't see what dropping this land's going to do. I'm going to keep it in case they have some sort of discard effect. They might have a... Well, familiar's out of the question there, but... I don't know. Against so much counter magic, I kind of like to have... make them think that I've got 2 things in my hand when I really only have 1. Skit happens. Ooh, all right. Well, they're matching our double mulligan. We had almost all lands, and then we went back to 1, and it was only a Basilica. Just always a frustrating thing to have happen. We will attack. I guess if they had a fairy, they would jump in front of this. So I'm not too worried about casting an Inspector. So much so I'm gonna do the thing where I do this and then think twice about it. Y'all know this trick, right? Then I cast this to see if it's like, oh, my good spell's still to come. You've already seen a Crypt Rat. What's it going to be? All right, let's spoil the hand here. We'll just trip this now. See if we can get something out of the deal. We are, what do you call? Edict proof. Of course, we might be running right into a Hadar play here, but whatever. Let's go. I was about to play this frame last week, so it was a little bit more on par. Okay, I kind of like that play. And then the art truth right there. We have 2 inspectors, 4 of the other ones that are good art, and then we draw both of these. But what are you gonna do? So anyway, I was gonna play this synthesizer little card last week. I must have an edict for this play to go down. And there was one little typo I found in it, and I was like, God, it drove me crazy, so I had to fix it. So yeah, we're playing an Orzhov deck, and I'm in a red card frame. What are you going to do? I'm not going to be such a purist about that anymore. Man, this familiar is just going to town here. Let's do the thing. I'm going to try to make a Varric card frame too. I think that would be pretty sweet. All right. Which is more likely to get countered? I believe a Tithing Blade. Yeah. Let me try the Tithing Blade here. Ooh, this could get spell pierced. That would kind of suck. Funny, they're like designing into Tithing Blade. No, meaning like there's so many cards that just, between the Eldrazi tokens, and there's just so much stuff that's just churning things out. All right, let's see how this is going to do. Are we going to get there with the double familiar pull? Yeah, why not? We'll go naked. Bum bum bum. I wanted the fam to hit just in case they've got removal. I've already seen 2 snuff outs. Let's cut their hand size down here. That way I can at least keep some offense up. I think that's better than a 4-turn clock. Got them on a 2-turn clock or a 3, depending if they kill one of these familiars. Oh my gosh. Oh no! This is definitely not over now. Yikes. All right. What's the one card that they've got? Dang it. All right, the archaeologist gonna show their hand. Always. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. None of that. Woo! Come on, removal. I said removal. Give me a damn... Oh, I would need to ward it anyway. That's a bummer. Ooh, interesting. Well, yeah, I can do the Ephemerate trick, block, swing for 4, and we don't take the damage. So let's do that. That's not too bad. Just hope they don't have a... Now, I know I punted this year with Tolarian Terror and not being able to pay the 2. I think it was just like 2 months ago. And I don't think I'm ever going to beat the punt last week with the Rolling Thunder. Yes, I brought it up again. Now, we could Ratlock them here, but with the lifelink on the stack, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to block with Overseer, draw a card, and then keep doing it. Hopefully they don't have any... I don't want to do it on draw phase because they can just gain 6 life. Now, if I block and do it, we draw a card and gain the life and do the thing. And they don't gain life. Boink. And we can pay for Spell Pierce. Bloop. Now, if they want to kill it in response with their 1 card left, that's cool. Be a good card. All right. Not too bad. A lot of utility in this style. How do I feel about Rolling Thunder for 0? Thanks for rubbing it in there, my staff. All right. It's a lot closer than I wanted it to be, thanks to very expected fangs. Interesting. Getting a land. I guess so. I think I'll probably... Yeah, I guess you'd have to do that. Kind of like how we did last turn. All right. Well, we could draw a card here. We can't really kill stuff. Draw a card, gain a life instead. I think we do that. Let's do that, just so we can draw an extra card here. If we can deal with this, we're going to be in good spirits. Cool. There we go. And now we get to draw for real. And they're hellbent, so good times. I'll do the thing. Cast this down. Okay, pay 2. Lots of drawing. Looks like we've got this down. All right, cool. All right, Demir. Serpent. Win. Okay. Well, we've got quite a few ways of dealing with things here. I don't think we're going to need any of these persuasions. Crypt Rats can go. I'm not going to be powering that up for much more than it represents there. Thraben Charm maybe could go. I think I want to be in the Castigate world. Probably get rid of one of these. We've already got the blades. I think I'm going to get rid of all... the charm can get rid of the graveyard, but if I'm doing that, I should already be winning. And I don't really like attacking serpent graveyards. They're able to just fill them up so much faster. I'd rather just have the removal answer in hand. So I'm actually going to get rid of all the charms. We're just going to lean on our black package to get things through. Very much considering this. But I think Fiend's going to serve us better. I want to make room for both Fiends here, so I'm going to do this, and I'll get rid of one of the Inspectors here. I like this, especially Fiend with Ephemerate, or late turn Blood Fountain Ephemerate. Fiend, pretty cool. So, yeah, most of the removals snuff out, though. Now, got to keep in mind, Fiends, historically... you want to run 4 because you want that effect, but you really only want to see these mid to late. That's why I only run 2 so that I can get the most out of Ephemerate. I'm thinking we're probably just going to get suffocating fumes if we do overextend in the one department with that plan. But hey, they're supposed to die right on impact, right? Woo! We've got planes. We've got stuff. Oh, what are we going to do with this hand? Double Inspector. No black. Well, if we pull it, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to lead off with an Inspector, and then we'll Glint Hawk, try to get some aggro going early, and hope we just draw into Swamp. Hey, Hominid Smart's here. Dumb Hominid just left the building. Yuck, yuck. All right, let's bring this Inspector out. The younger persuasion. Boom, boom. made an Orzhov Infect list that I was doing decently with. Very different design. Not sure if I like it or not yet. We shall see. Ooh, are they hurting for mana? Oh, I was hoping they were. If we get a swamp, we're in business. 1, 2. Come on, give us a swamp. Let's go. All right. I get it. Let's, I guess we'll do the thing here. Love when you know they're on Spell Pierce and you just have creatures to deal with. It's like good times. I'll play the Hawk. It's just a sheer tempo move here. Yeah, we're just going to eat one of our clues. Which one has the... Oh, we'll eat this one. Coming on through. Yeah, Bumbleflower, that new set coming out. The trailer was like straight out of like just an animation like cartoon. Didn't really like it too much, but I am very excited for that set. It feels like it feels like they're rounding the corner of silly conglomerate, tie-ins with Marvel and movies and Transformers and going back to the pure, what Magic is about. So I just hope that somehow in the lore that they can justify how tiny little things like mice can fight like, things that would just topple a huge human, Want there to be some sort of logic bend there where it kind of makes a bit more sense. I feel like we're going to walk right into a Hadar, so I might consider Skyfishing. Okay, this is cool. This is very cool. How cool is it? Now, do I try to grab the thing? Let's throw the familiar out there. Yeah, I love. I was just brewing a green-black list that, I was trying to really abuse the Ophi and the Mass Vandal, and I've done that once before, but went another route just in those cases where. But every time I play with that, the very first round is a deck like this where it's like, what enchantments, what artifacts, just in case we're of the. I feel Hadar coming. So let's bring back an Inspector. All right. That'll take their whole turn. We'll still have a Skyfisher in play. So I considered playing a Fiend there, but grabbing a Serpent at worst. Really be nice if we get an Ephemerate, though. The neat thing about Ephemerate, if we draw it right now, is you cast the Fiend. If it goes through, then you Ephemerate it. If they kill it, that indivisible stack goes on the trigger. No, that exile trigger still happens, so they killed it while it's on the stack, and the thing's permanently nixed. All right, let's... oh, man. Damn Spell Pierce. He said a mouse could be 10 with a humanoid, but anything shows up. Oh, I see what you mean. That's a good point, Mind Stab. Just in the greater universe, though. Oh, boy. We could see what's in their hand and then cast an Inspector. I want to stay away from doing this right now. Let's do this. See if we get a counter. It's always going to equal a card, right? So 1 for 1 no matter what. There we go. All right. We'll bring out Inspector. Only reason I didn't do this, these decks just live on Spell Pierce. Just positive they've got one, so they might be gaining 6 of this 4 back. Or holding out on a Hadar to pay off even more. We'll see. A lot of these Glint Blade lists run all 8 Inspectors. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think there's so many opportunities in the 2 colors involved that 4 is technically enough. I bend on 6. Really, really accelerates the Refurbished Familiar game plan. Oh, we got a list. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like reading him Chimpskey like he wasn't a mod. If you want the list, we've got it here. But yeah, the best way to do it is, especially if it's one you believe in, you've worked hard on. If you want me to play it on the show, send it to propaganda@gmail.com. We'll do our best to showcase it. It's quite a long line, though, and I don't accept everything. In fact, I only have about a 10% acceptance rate. What I find a lot of times is people will just send me like 5 lists, which I often say don't do, because it kind of screams that you're just throwing like, crap at a fan and just hoping something sticks. And I want that proud brew that, you really believe in. Of course, here comes the archaeologist right when I don't want to see it. Get. All right, unexpected fangs. Fangs in the house. That's just frustrating. Boop-a-doop. All right. 1, 2. Hawk. Yep. Bring this back. Play this. Not quite sure why I did it that way. Well, I guess we'll try to get the Spell Pierce out of the way here. There goes Archaeologist. And we will attack. We're a sitting duck for a Hadar. We're only going to have 1 creature live if this goes through. But we're hitting for 6, so it'll still be a 11-5 next turn. Now we're hurting for mana. Mom left earlier in the week. And now, oh yeah, this really screams Hadar is headed our way. So much so I think I might keep our Inspector back. But, and now my oldest tonight is leaving, so I'll get my office back. Right behind this black background, Black Lotus, is a very messy hide-a-bed, if you're wondering. Maybe I should have that be one of the Pauper points, right? Reveal background, or have phantasmal terrain. That'd be pretty funny, right? Just move everything and you guys get to see like the inner crap. Ew. I don't really think this gets us much. Well, you know what? It gets us a blocker. Let's do that. We're so naked here if they do have Hadar. I think that's, I'm playing right into that move. So only because I won the first game. I think I wouldn't do this if I had lost the first. Love me some Ephemerate. Yeah, technically this is a Ratlock style list. Used to have to be Dimir to do that. There it is. The expected fangs have shown up. Instead of taking 6, we'll block. They gain 6 back. We can still crack back for 6, so it's not too bad. We have already seen 2 hard counters. Oh boy. This is getting ugly quick. Come on, something. Draw. It's attack. Not going to be doing too much good here. I want to crack this clue now because I want to play one of these lands. I want to see what options we've got. Maximize next turn. Okay. Did I play a land? Oh, shoot. I did. All right. We're going to have to tap down all of our stuff to get rid of that lifelinker, but good news is we should still be close to alive. Scheduled fangs. I scheduled you for that. I'm going to double block here. These decks can really chew up your life very quickly, so I'm going to try to keep alive so that I can keep drawing answers. Opponent only has 2 cards after all. God, it's gonna be such a punch in the gut if they have Spell Pierce, because we're gonna have to pay 4 for cast down. It's getting scarier. If I can just kill that lifelinker. Flashback. Got a 2-turn clock. Thanks to our blocks, we'll still be alive. Oh boy. I gotta kind of do the thing, don't I? Well, let's cast this down. Yep. Okay, does it work? Can we maybe win? Hey, we can bridge next turn. We're taking 10. We win next turn if they don't have another Fangs. Usually they only have access to 2. I've seen some pretty wild brews out there run all 4. It's a damn good card. That would be a pretty funny card, Dreamer's Tango, scheduled Fangs. I'm gonna make that. It's quite a deep cut, you know. You have to be a big time Pauper fan to get that one, right? This is a very serious deck. Looks like we're walking right into a snuff out of some sorts. They're likely to counter this. I'd rather have the blocker, so let's do this first. Okay. Let's do this. What are they losing? An island. This does nothing. Let's go. Okay. Throw a bog into the mix. That's not badly timed at all. Attack. At least they can't just serpent us to death. I guess we go for the win here. They got removal. They got to use it on our offense so we can still block unless they have like double cast down right now. Ouch. All right. Well, that's a good scenario for them, right? I got to block with Familiar now. Now, swapping that blade out for the Sepulchre is a pretty good call because it'll put me at 6 so I can take 1 damage. Never out of the race. Punctual Fangs. Scheduled dental appointment. All right. Okay, our Familiar's alive. I'm happy. They're going to Fangs in response. Who knows? We have to block here. I think they're just drawing lands or maybe counter magic here. Uh-oh. This is getting scary. Boy, I love having a Tithing Blade right now. Can't really interact with it via counter magic, and it will keep me alive. Don't drop a creature. Good. All right, we got a 2-turn clock here. Lembas. It will draw me a card, and I can gain 3 life, but if they counter it, I'm in Hurtsville. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll get rid of an Inspector. You know what? I counted that wrong, didn't I? This is at the beginning of each upkeep, so I can't do that. I have to sit back and block. This is not good. I should have played Lembas. But if I play Lembas and it gets countered, I'm in the same position with no Sepulchre, so I'm all right here. Really wish I had a Ephemerate here. All right, they got us. It's kind of good to know that. Hold on, I want to see if I... Okay, I'll let that go. I want to draw a card to see if Ephemerate would have done the thing. Think game, draw a card. Nope. Okay, not a punt. But an L. Here we go. Boop. Quite a bit of removal. I like where we're at. It would be pretty cool to have access to one of these, wouldn't it? Mesmeric Fiend will at least grab a counter spell, so it's fine. And if it locks up with Ephemerate, all the better. Considering losing another Inspector, let's go Okiba. Just one. That late game 4-drop. Pop! Right in the face. We do have 12 flyers, so we can go that right. Yes, I want to play first. Hey, it's an honest hand. Look at this. We'll keep it. We will go... We'll just go plains. Pass. Bit of a slow roll here. Just want to hit a land. Do have a Lembas to play with the Glint Hawk synergy. Might get spell pierced, might not. If anything's going to get pierced, I'd rather it be that. Let's bring this out. Bring out Lembas. Can at least Inspiring Overseer next turn. I was almost hoping that would get spell pierced. We need land. It's a little too early for this. Let's put it on the bottom. There we go. Might live to regret that, but right now, tempo-wise, I'll drop that Overseer. Maybe even a Hawk to Lembas. I think drawing a card immediately is a little bit better with the Overseer. And I like how we're a little flooded on plains over swamps because we can justify our Ephemerate here. Here we are. Skyfisher showing up. Curious now. Now maybe I play Glint Hawk. Yeah, let's play Glint Hawk now. So this way I get a flyer no matter what. Okay, we'll bring this back. Yes. And I guess we'll play it again. I don't see any reason why they would counter this. I just want to get the draw out of the deal. I just want to get a creature on the board. That's fine. Counter the Lembas. Not a problem. Next turn, I can leave Ephemerate up, drop Overseer, start drawing some stuff. Air power. Woo! All right, here we are. One of the more typical brews to play with, right? Don't have duress, so I'm going to lean on Overseer here, straight up. We can Ephemerate the Glint Hawk in response if we really want to save it. That's fine. Boy, Counterspell sure likes this guy. Woo! I'm that way with Okiba-Gang Raid. I put that in any list, and it's just in my opening hand almost every single opener. Makes me think that there's something to do with maybe the algorithm of randomness in your moniker, like something like that starts with D will favor this draw or something, because it's just too often that happens. I think they're playing a very control heavy, like stop that spell, and we're just pumping out creatures. Unfortunately, we're not pumping out that many, so we might be giving ourselves just enough rope to hang ourselves with, but we shall see. Competitive nonetheless. So many ways to build Orzhov. 5-6 years ago, building this without Pestilence and Guardian of the Guild pack would have been crazy. People would have been like, what are you thinking? Oh my god. Let's lean on Fountain first. Just because of the predominance of you-know-what. We'll bring out the Overseer. Draw some cards. Do some stuff. What's this? 3 counter spells and the 13 cards now. Wow. That's pretty crazy. All right. I don't like this because we're only doing like 2 damage and only hit him twice. Okay. Let's keep this alive. I don't know. Is that... This feels like they've got Bog back up right behind this. I don't have to cast it. I'm gonna save this. I just have like 0 tempo here. Okay. Yeah. I could make another fountain, but I'm hoping I'm gonna draw some interaction. It's about time they're gonna play a creature, so I'm gonna do that instead. All right. Did we play a land this turn? We did. Okay, let's go. Been seeing some pretty cool brute scale combos with the especially with Thought Picker Witch and the the 3/1 life reducer for 8. I think it drains your life for 3. But the Witch is pretty interesting, boy. That's talk about no wiggle room unless you're playing like a 300 card list or something. Even then, especially in real life, you can just demonstrate the loop and go for it. Yeah, well, we're just gonna let this fizzle. Say no. Don't like the tempo loss, but hey, we got another one. No big deal. So much so that maybe I do this. Let me trip this now. Oops. Trip this. We'll get rid of this. Castigate. I like that. Let's attack first. In case some shenanigans happen up. I think the play here is to Skyfisher, return Vault, cast Castigate. Double check game log. Did I play a land this turn? Discarded a land. I didn't play one though. Okay. Let's do this. We'll bring this up. Counterspell number 19. Let's see if they have it. All right, bringing back Castigate for sure. Boop. At least we're edict proof, although we haven't seen any evidence of that yet. Bring back this. Play this. Castigate. We're a bit naked here. They got removal. They'll use it right now. I'm hoping to get like an unexpected Fangs. I like this too because it gets around Sprite early on. Yikes. I was hoping to grab that. Nice play, opponent. Double Snuff Out. All right, well, I guess we take one. You know, I don't know why they didn't just go to 4 and just go for it, right? I would have double cast that. Live a little, eh? Counterspell number over 9,000. Yeah, they're hellbent. Well, we got a big problem here. We could crack that Blood Fountain. Fortunately, I think blocking with Glint Hawk's kind of our only out with the Ephemerate backup. Hopefully we draw a creature that's maybe our third and last Overseer would be a good pull here. Terror goes in the yard. We like that. Not sure what's in their hand. I wish I had Glasses of Urza. All right. I'm going to go for it. Let's do the thing. We'll pay for the ward, and hopefully this works. Otherwise, this might be a game. We have to attack regardless. Yes. Cast down. Yeah, it worked. Woo! Okay. I hope we just draw another vault. I can Blood Fountain and start getting our life back in order. Okay. 3 Snuff Outs down. 3 and 3 Serpents down. Really want to draw a Bog right about now. Be more creatures. Yes, it's another Terror hits the yard. I'm going to run out of creatures pretty quickly. Oh, Deep Analysis in the yard. They go to 7, bringing it back. Okay. Boy, I really want to have top deck a Bog here. Top deck a Bog. Or did we? Hold on a minute. View my sideboard. The Charms. Yeah, I got rid of all of them. Darn it. All right. And this one scenario is when I would really like to see one. Oh, well. Let me do this. I'm going to return the Blood Fountain. It's a bit of a chancy play. I want the token, though, because if they have Spell Pierce, I'm going to regret this. Okay, good. All right, now I've at least got a blood token out. Something to do with it. Really, really, really wanted to see a Bojuka Bog there. How cool would it be if I just tripped the blood token right now and top deck Bog? It's like, suck it. Of course, I'm not too worried because Fangs is down and we're at 14. Got a proper defense. Yay! They must have just drawn lands there. Woo! Okay. We're almost tied for last week's record already. Thanks to Punt Master General here, right? Ha! So yeah, and if any of you out there have any cool little, same avatar, different names, so don't worry. Have any good MTG spoof ideas, always send them at propaganda@gmail.com. All right, we are screwed here, especially in the coming months, because being jobless very soon, I'm going to have quite a bit more time. I guess we get rid of a vault, even though we have a double black spell here. You know what? Let me get rid of a vault. I'll do that. Could play it a little bit differently. Let's rock here. Last month, I popped in the South Asian supermarket, says my step throw. Looked around, curiosity, picked up something, tried it out. Appy Fizz. Apple drink that you might pick up elsewhere, but carbonated. Huh. My oldest has some Korean soju, I think it's called. He likes a little tad of alcohol in it, but he was into that for a little bit. Is it a drink or what? Alrighty. Uh-oh, they're going wide. Let's kill that immediately. Very underplayed card. I love brewing around this list. I don't do it too often, maybe 3 shows in our history, but don't let that fool you. I really like the card. We'll save our stuff for when the... in other words, I want to make this count now because this is obviously kind of a swarm style. If he's got mutagenic right now, it's going to blow. He does not. She does not. I don't know. It does not. The wizard does not. That's right, Mind Stab. That'd be a good quote on some removal spell. Kill it immediately, if not sooner. Or like something with split second and Pauper. Exile target creature. Black and a black. What would the card be? Damned. All right, now the tokens are showing up. Woo! Consider the following. Haste. The Forbidden Friend. A way for red decks to flash back Prismatic if somehow they get them in the yard. Ephemerate's showing up. We've got really nothing to do here. I want to draw and I want to block, so I'm going to play this. We'll attack into this. We can draw the clue. And then Ephemerate our Novice Inspector for a block. I know it's petty, but we're not drawing very well right now. So it's similar to when you get dealt, when you're playing like, well, I'm trying to think of a better card reference than 313. Hold on a minute. I got to kill this thing immediately. Let's do it now. Death. Scrabble. That's what I was trying to say. So my mom was in town. We were playing Scrabble. I had the J and the Z, which I've almost 100% lifetime average if I have those letters. And I stood there and I waited on the J for like 9 turns. And eventually it kind of ended up costing me the game because I had the goods the whole time. That's what I meant by that last play. All right, we'll block here. Little trick. I don't like dinosaurs. That's why I'm blocking here. I don't mind them in real life. I just don't think they belong in MTG lore. Zap. First strike. Oh, man. I don't even get my other trigger. Oh, well. I don't know why I didn't do that on his dude. All right. Whatever. Yeah, that is a hell of a card. If this came out right today, that would be on every little Reddit list or Reddit or whatever you call it. I always overpronounce it. Nope. Bye-bye, Ephemerate. Wow, this is a thing, huh? I guess we'll do this. Bring back the blade. Pretty silly play here. Bonk. Do the thing. Get our mana right. Pass the turn. Opponent's got 3 cards, a little bit worried about, but we've already faced down 2 Crusaders thanks to early cast downs and such. No, only 1 cast down. How did I do the other one? Highway robbery. Are they drawing it now or plotting it? Almost always they draw it now. Well, this is an obvious trick. I've only got 1 flyer. You can keep your bluff with that weapon surge technology. Overload. Each. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's go. 17-4. Yowza. Not where I want to be. Let's go. All right. Let's do it again. Need to draw some stuff here. I guess we'll do this in case it matters. Attack. Note to self. Crypt Rat's going to be pretty good in this matchup. Zap. See ya. Well, I can mitigate the human soldier token with the Tithing Blade flip if we draw just dead. I do not want to use a Tithing Blade on that thing. Weirdest play ever. I mean, I could understand if Assault Strobe drew a card. Okay, this is making a little bit more sense. Now it's 8 damage. That's pretty cool. He grew up with the Flintstones. Yeah, I never got into the Flintstones were a little bit, right before me. I was more of a Smurfs, Transformers kid. They were on once in a while, believe me. I got my fill. Let's do this. Do the thing. And dinosaur egg. Yeah, sure. I lied. I'm going to play this. got a little scared with these like kind of all-in tricks here. And I want to flip these ASAP because we're already in single digits. So Smurf formers, yes. I had a Care Bear phase, not Care Bear, Gummy Bear. I really like the song The Gummy Bears. One of my good friends, the guy that did the song for Propaganda, super amazing world-class singer, the front man for Less Friction, the band, but he used to, in high school, he used to play Gummy Bears with his rock band, and it was so cool because everybody knew the lyrics, especially the the main chorus, and everybody just rock out with this little wholesome cartoon song. 2 damage. Who plays Omen of the Forge? Dun dun dun. Flash. 2 damage, and you can scry and do stuff. Okay. Well, we're gonna start doing stuff. If we don't get it, we've actually voted very well given the quick start with the what do you call? He's already exiled these guys. The Acrone Crusader. Very tough card to deal with. 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the thing. Inspector. Do that. I'm just going to do this. Let's go. This way I can cast a 2 mana something or other and flip the other Sepulchre. Slowly gaining our life back. Rally. 2 creatures showing up with haste. Frustration in the nation. Oh yeah. DuckTales, I always changed the channel when that came on. I like G.I. Joe quite a bit. I wasn't into the toys much. I was a big Transformers geek. That really got me. GoBots led into it, and then I was into Transformers. Thundercats. Had a Thundercat phase. Very veiled sexual cartoon if you really look back at it. Let's do this. Hopefully we get something good. Or catch them not thinking. Hey, it's 2 creatures. Good times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess we'll get rid of Glint. Oh boy. You know what? I think we get rid of Familiar here. If I'm going to bring something back, I want it to be that. All right, let's go. That's right. Gummy bears. I think I brought this up a few times even this year, but I had this Amazon Prime. I remember when we first started streaming stuff, they had this, Knight Rider was available. And I remember as a kid, you'd run home. You could only catch it at a certain time. It was before VCRs even. You had to be in your chair ready to go. And I'd watch it. And I just remembered it being the same with the A-Team, just these excellent episodes and, season finales and blah, blah, blah. And I loaded up the best one ever. It was when Kit the car gets bested by this, what was it, car with a Karr, I think they spelled it, and it was like this huge truck that was like the bully, and I was like, oh, he's gonna die. That was kind of the MO, and I watched that back, and it just dragged so bad. It's like we are in the golden era of television right now. The best shows back in the 80s or 90s are barely watchable now. We're getting tokened. Kit versus Car, that's the one. Thank you, Mindstep. Forget, I always think I'm talking to kids because it's magic and stuff, but most of the Pauper audience is in their 30s or 40s, I find, so we're still in good hands. All right, they are hellbent. We're going to gain 2 of this life back, but I'm not feeling very good about this. Goliath was the truck. Mindstep, throw with the knowledge. Good times. Well, we have a blocker like crazy. 2, 4, 5. Now I could bring back a Sepulchre. No, I can't. I'd rather just gain the life. Let's get rid of their graveyard just in case. I don't really have a way of gaining life here. We could do the thing with the Sepulchre, killing a token. 3, 4. I haven't seen any interactions. Either way, we could gain a life or we could kill one thing. I'm gonna opt to kill. Let's bring this back. We'll do this and this. Play this out. Yep. That way we can block kill. Let's keep a little secret in our hand. Yeah, if you listen real closely, we don't play it too often, but what was his name? Casio Machado. Very old time. I don't even know if they're in the chat. Probably not. I haven't heard from them in years. But the first 3 or 4 years of Propaganda, I said how much I, as a kid, liked Knight Rider. And so one of our theme songs actually mimics that. But it's just a little too long-winded of an intro for me anymore. All right, we lose Skyfisher. They almost miss on... Boy, if we hadn't gone the route we did, they would have had the win there. I'm glad we did what we did. They are stuck at 3 mana. Well, let's go. That's a good pull. Let's bring out Lembas. Hopefully we draw something amazing. I think I want to trip it for 3 regardless. Yes, please. Top. Let's see. We'll play this out. I guess we bring back the bread. No, I mean, I want to bring this back. We'll play this here. Play this for the value here. We'll kill the bread. EOT and draw. Now we've got a blocker. Feels like... Yeah, I don't want him to trip that Omen on upkeep. We'll see what happens. Chimpskey with the link there. Thank you, my friend. Awesome. If you're curious what I'm talking about, there it is. I forgot that we had that up. It's probably got Little Fights graphics and such. Speaking of graphics, Will, you got to send a picture that works for the intro. It's been months. Are we going to block? I'm sure they have a trick if they attack. I think we're kind of forced to block here. Okay, they have no trick. This must be more critters. So let's do the thing here. Bloop. Gain 3 life. Very needed at this point. Here we are. We're at 9 again. Very cool. All right. We'll Blade. We'll get rid of another one. Yes. Bring this back. Blade again. Zoink. And then we'll do the thing. He wants to be waiting in the Shadow Realm. Yeah, maybe we can give your card frame something with Shadow, right? Let's get the life train going online. I think I'd value Skyfisher over the Hawk here. And by think, I mean I do. Woo! What are we playing against? Red Blitz, I'll just call it. And then in parentheses, Red Blitz wide, meaning they're going this way, not tall. And they're going a little bit of every which way, really. All right, tie game. Sepulchre doing some work. Winfro says, I like Harlem Globetrotter here. Dribbling artifacts circles around the opponent. Globetrotter music. All right, coming in for 4. Yeah, I'm going to keep the mystery card back. Bum, 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 bum. We got him, folks. We got him. Watch. That's not... We've already seen an Assault Strobe play. Do we got it? All right. That was close. Let me make sure to keep notes here. Okay. Well, we're going to want Missionary in this build. Wonk. I'm not quite sure if I want Fiend here. We didn't see really... Well, we did see Lightning Bolt. I want Thraben Charm. Definitely want our rats. These Inspectors I don't want to touch because they're 1/2s against a deck of 1/1s. I don't know. I don't really think we need that. I could probably shade on one of these. I love this for combat tricks. This is frustrating because I kind of want everything. Tithing Blade's not that good in this matchup. I think I can cut 1. They are going wide. Gave the illusion of saving us, but I don't really think it's paramount there. Yeah, you know, Chimpskey, I considered going with the arms and stuff, but I just like the 1-rat main, especially with the access to blood fountains with so much just kind of pseudo draw. But yeah, you could definitely make the case, depending on the metagame you're seeing, of including an Arms Vidar. This doesn't seem like that great, but it's such a good combat trick in a style like this. I want to keep it in. Maybe we get rid of a blood fountain. This is frustrating. Let's go to 2 Ephemerate. Let's go. Penguin Wrangler for sure. Yeah. BTE's not seeing too much love these days. I don't know why. Ooh, what a slow hand. Not much synergy, no removal. I think I have to ship this. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Let's see a rat. Okay, we got life. We'll keep this. 2 bogs is enough. We'll throw 1 back. Done. What a slow start. So many of it. Oh boy, this might get out of hand real quick. We really want to see a rat like immediately. Is there a play where... Let me lean off with this. I'm going to Basilica regardless. Oh, mobile command center. Nice. Where else can you go for Pauper content and talking about Knight Rider from the 80s, right? I'm surrounded by one of my favorite shows at work for at least the next month or so. The new Dexter series is... I'm literally editing on top of the new Dexter series, and it's to the left and the right of me too, like the house and everything else. So, man, this Crusader's making me want to build with it. That's such a good little card right now. Throwing some Apostle's Blessing and Mutagenics. What else do you want? We're already here. Yeah, I guess we could... Do we want to play the Familiar here and just block and cut down on damage? I think I want to do that. It'll cost 2. It gets us a card. If they have a bolt, they have to use yet another card with it. And then I can threaten to block this. I like this play. We'll cast a Familiar. In the Knight Rider Discord, they banned me. Is there such a thing? That's when you know the world's about to end. There's a Knight Rider Discord in 2024. Towards the tower. 2 damage. 2 damage to any meal. The target creature or player. The name is permanent scry 1. The permanent was dealt damage. Too much to read. I'll let it do its thing. Okay, well, at least we got a Lembas turn with a Basilica. Maybe we can just luck into a Ancient Den of the cool new art persuasion. Witch's Mark. Uh-oh. You may draw a card. If you do... Oh, you may discard... That'd be funny. How powerful would that be? You may draw a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. That sounds like a card I would make and would ruin Magic forever. These are clunky. I'm sure there's going to be something broke in like 5 years that uses these tokens. My son and I were messing around with this in this blue list that we've been trying to get work with Mystic Remoras, and now we're going a little bit more Simic with Aura Gnarlid, but I don't think we're going to get out of this soon, kiddies. Witch's Mark. Draw a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. That sounds like a card I would make. Change of plans. Woo! Let's get rid of this. Don't have a mutagenic, please. Cool. We lose a life. Cause lots of strife. Back comes the vault. Nothing's my fault. Let's go. Nah, mine stab. The original. You may draw a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. 2 more cards. It sounds like a screw up that would have happened in alpha, like how they just worded everything so bummer. Man, if we top deck a rat here, I'm going to feel like a boss. Let's go. Rat. I'm going to nullify this, but it might be a little too late. As it sits now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 7 damage. I like that Penguin Wrangler. You may enter the dungeon. If you do, enter it again. All right. At 3, do they have a lightning bolt? We must survive. Am I being short-sighted? Let's play this. Gain 4. Is it worth the Lembas now? We do draw a card out of the deal. To Blade or to Lembas? That gives us the chance. If we draw into a Crypt Rat... We going to be at 4. Any sort of trick. I think I'm going to blade here. I really want to cut these numbers down. It feels so silly doing that against tokens, but we're doing it. I've noticed that, Mindstab Throw. Thank you for bringing that up. I thought there was a typo, and it says when this card enters. It's like you can tell that they're running out of text space to do a lot of the things that they want to do because they're using 5 sentences to do these things that, like hexproof or, keyword names. So I'm glad you brought that up. I meant to make a note of that and do it. All right. Well, I'm a blocking. We're in dire situations here, and I could draw a Blood Fountain to get the Missionary back, but yeah, I was afraid of that. Another trick and I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. All right, we're going to another game 3. Crypt Rats, where were you? Now let's see if this is a Crypt. It wouldn't have mattered. We still draw it next turn. It's not like I had the mana to play it, but that's interesting. Okay. Inspiring Overseer. I think I want to get rid of that. Bring in 1 charm. Well, let's go. When it enters, they want to go back in time and just fix all the cards. I mean, thankfully for Magic Online, you can do that. Just give me a good hand. That's a pretty good hand. Keep. I ain't complaining. You do the best with what you got. Now then, if I lead off with Bridge, I can inspect, do the thing in Familiar. Do I want to do that straight out? I'm going to lead off with Bridge here. I don't remember those, Penguin Wrangler. Elaborate if you would. Yeah, Obulete. That is just such a clunky card. All right, we got 2 of these bad boys out. The Inspector will make it considerable. 3 artifacts. Get rid of a card, please. Be a good card. Don't be a land. No, come on now. All right. So now we can do 4 damage to anything twice. We've got an Overseer. Feeling pretty good. It is nice having Thraben Charm. Destroy an artifact. All right. I'm so glad that they're spending their turn to do that. This is a pretty hard deck to attack artifact-wise. I guess if you went just crazy all in, you could do it. But all right, let's attack. We'll bring back the Familiar for very obvious reasons. Cast a Skyfisher. This is my thinking face, if you haven't noticed. Do the thing. Technically could have waited, tripped the artifact. If we do get screwed on mana next turn, we can do that, but I'd rather stultify their development here. I think that's a little bit bigger part of the pie chart. Fun game so far. I've never seen this Abrade artwork yet, and I don't like it. What do you mean? A walking clock destroyed all our cannons. That's a pretty good quote. I like the one I showed off last week, though, the black visage with like just that chaos coronet happening. It's pretty sweet. New set reminds me of Redwall books. I don't get it, Winfro. All right. Skyfisher down. Better than at our face. Alrighty. And they have haste. Rally at the Homburg. Good news for the Southern California Pauper scene on Monday nights. Actually, no, that's still pickleball night. But maybe I'll make 1 or 2 of them in the coming months. I have to really believe in a deck, so we shall see. If I just knew I had a land on the top, I could trip that clue and we could do stuff. Right now it's going to cost both to do that. All right, let's play the Familiar. It's still going to take a card out of their hand. Okay. Let's see what it is. Don't be a land. Hey! It's a pretty big spell. I don't think 1 damage is worth it here. I'd much rather block. If we just draw some lands, we're going to be okay. Turns out that Abrade move is a pretty good move. What are they killing? Oh, I would have gone after the Inspector, personally. What do they have here? More dinos. Join the party. Interesting play. I think I would have attacked first to make me have a little bit of hesitation, but all right, we'll take 2. Just give me a land, please. Land, please. Land, please. That's a land. If you look closely, we'll do the thing. Pretend we've got some stuff. Yes. Play the thing and do nothing. Yeah, the red giant growth is no joke. Haven't seen mutagenic yet, though. Sacrilege, I say. Thraben Charm sounds like a men's cologne, doesn't it? Thraben Charm, from the makers of Scent of Ivy. Charm the woman in your life. And deal damage. How could you work and deal damage with some sort of romantic... let me write that down. I love when I can think of a commercial idea for new cards, because a lot of, like, Flame Tongue Hot Sauce, one of our first ones, you got to be kind of an old schooler to get that, right? All right, let's focus. Cool. We'll do that. I can do stuff. I'll just attack, I guess, because I can charm anything that gets in our way. If they enchant something, we're at 16. We're feeling all right. Worst case scenario, we trip that clue. We can do the charm thing. I could blow up the Omen of the Forge, but that's a pretty bad play. You may discard a card. You may draw a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. I wonder what the rules errata just like that is. Do you draw 2 or 1, or can you draw 3? I think the way I worded it, you could only do one or the other. So why would it even have that first sentence in it? See, that's why you don't want me anywhere near Wizards R&D. I would ruin the game in weeks. That's a pretty good quote there, my stepdog. That's worthy of a quote. In 2 years, I'll look back and go, what the hell was I talking about? Benevolent Bodyguard life insurance. Yeah, we've already got, I think we have a insurance. Yeah, Weather the Storm insurance. We already have one of those. All right, we'll let this go. This will do 2. This sucks. 2 damage to that? I think he misplayed. I think they wanted to get rid of our blocker, no? Oh, I see. All right. I'm going to get rid of one of these dudes here. Boop. Cast it on this. Kind of resource fatigued here with only 3 mana, so I'm trying to max out my mana so we can stay in this against a swarm. 2 cards for 1, I'm fine with that. Especially with an Overseer. Just hopefully we draw something good here. Yeah, it was home insurance. If you saw the video, it's straight up. All right, let's draw into just a basic land here. Come on, give us something good. Inspectors are doing some work. Let's go. Land? Statistically? No. Wow. We're up against a token list and we're drawing nothing but blades. That's frustrating. We just draw into a vault. I'll just double cast them and say hell with it. Because we can start flipping those, eat up the Skyfisher and the Familiar, and go from there. All right. We shall block. It'll probably die, but at least that's 3 more damage we're not taking to the face. This feels like a combat trick to keep the soldier alive, which I'm fine with. I wonder why they wouldn't overload that. All right. We lose an Inspector. We only take 1, and it kind of takes up their turn. Or does it? Oh, thank you for that, Delphi Guru. Yeah, there's 51 now commercials. So, yeah, it's gotten pretty crazy. It takes like 40 minutes to watch them all if you watch the playlist. Very proud of that. All right, let's bring out this, and we will immediately destroy the Crusader. They are hellbent right now. So we've got the option to do this for one. This, please. Cast it. Bam. Still one of my favorite lines of all time. It's when Little Fight, my original co-host with Flame Tongue Hot Sauce. I think that was the third or fourth commercial I ever cut. And that accent he did, oh my God, I was rolling on the floor laughing when I heard that VO come through the headphones. It was like, deal 4 damage to any meal. I was like, what kind of accent is that? It still makes me laugh. My youngest still says it all the time. We'll put hot sauce on anything we're out at a restaurant. And he's like, deal 4 damage to any meal. Maybe one person in the state will get it, right? Little Fight. Little Fight. He's after the levitate spell on the original D&D is what he's named after. All right, we're at 14. Opponent's got 1. All right, this is exactly what I wanted to see. Inspector. Anybody know that movie? One word. Inspector. Very scary movie. Is it worth doing the thing? I think we got a trip right now. Let me trip here. Give me a land, damn it. There we go. It worked. Not Pink Panther. Hey, we're up on damage here. Deal 2 damage to any opponent. Doesn't have the same ring, does it? Brad Pitt was in this movie. The only clue is Inspector. Bye-bye, Overseer. Omen of the Forge doing some work. All right, I'll block it. You are right, Chimpskey. 7. Wow. I should have known the guy that has a movie theater would be doing the thing. This is the problem with these lists. They try to keep stuff available at their own expense, and then we only take 1 and they're out 2 more cards. You know what I'm saying? We can just double Tithing Blade here. I think I'm going to do that just to really reset the board. We'll worry about Blood Fountain next turn. I just don't want any more outlets for, cantrips and such. So, and then we'll turn on the thing. The Heal Bus 7. All right, good to have you with us, first time chatter. As we do a very questionable move here, but we're just trying to stem the bleeding. We'll turn on that Sepulchre. Worst case scenario, start riding the life train home. Woo! And we can blood back the. I thought we had a Glint Hawk. We do not. Novice Inspectors are going to pay their dues here. Ooh, don't play the land there, people. Don't do it. Bad move. The secret's in the sausage. Here we go. Well, now you join us. What's going on here? I'll play it. Do this. I'm going to trip the Blood Fountain right now. We're going to get back, I guess, an Inspector and an Overseer. Actually, cancel that. I want to get back the good Overseer. Why did I pay too much? All right, hold on a minute here. There we go. This for this. Novice Inspector looks better, so I want to grab that. And the Overseer just for card draw and value. There we are. We'll cast the Inspector. Make a clue. Get a clue here now. Yeah, I rewatched Inglourious Bastards a while ago because I remember not liking it, and then I watched it again and I was like, oh, what was I must have just been in a bad mood or something, because I was like, that's pretty decent. Man, 7 is a dark movie. It's a hard watch sometimes. That is just like the worst parts of humanity just come to light. All right, well, drop this. We only have 5 minutes left, but this is the last game, so we're feeling all right. Go up a life. This isn't too much of anything. Let's we've already seen some of this stuff go down. Let me drop one of these. Cool. Drop another dude here. This way little Hornberg moves can't work on us. I'd rather just discard this. Let's go attack. I'll give it to the Blood Fountain. Now with our clue token. Feeling all right. Cool. Better than at our face. Let's go. Opponent's hellbent. We can start flipping the Sepulchre. Because of that, I think I will play this last land and skip the discard. Have I played a land this turn? I have. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. 4:30 left. I've got to use the restroom after this. My bladder can only do so much, folks. Yeah, you're talking to a guy mind stab throw that might have Black Mirror episodes are like some of my favorite things ever. I just love them. We're just going to go on a kill-all campaign here. Turn off all sorts of tricks that they might run into. Skyfisher it back. Yep. Boink. Do the thing. Black chunk. Do that. Play this. Draw some cards. Hiya. All right. Cool, cool. Let's go. Very cool, cool, cool. I think another one of the darkest movies I've ever seen is The Road. I read the book. Man, the movie was just so... You got to watch that in a pitch black room because it is such a dark film composed-wise with the director of photography. Oh, Penguin Wrangler with the correction. I think you're right. It was Detective. All right, all right. I suck. Let's do this to see if we've just got some sort of home run mechanic. We do not. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Dun, 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 dun. We'll draw some cards. Detective. Sure. Let's leave this up for ephemerate reasons. Play that so that we can do the thing. Attack. I've heard that. Really good things about Batman the Animated Series. Is that the one where Luke Hamill was the voice of the Joker? Nothing but good. To think that Luke Skywalker was the voice behind Firelord Ozai in the Avatar series is crazy. I mean, you can't even... Most of the time, I work with a lot of VO artists, and I have been one. I've done some pretty big time stuff with it, but nowhere near that level. But no matter who I work with, except for him, you can always hear them in that voice. But Mark Hamill, he's the GOAT in my opinion. I mean, that guy doesn't sound remotely like himself on a variety of characters. It is crazy. So anyway, I'm going to roll to a Kung Pao Enter the Fist Hexproof skit and go use the restroom. And I'll be right back right after this.
Must find if I too possess this special skill. Remember, do not stop until I give you the signal or dramatically throw you to the ground and request a towel.
Should we keep going? He said to hit him until he gave the signal to stop. Did anyone hear the signal? Well, he was whining for a while. Do you think whining was the signal? Hey, whoa, easy. We should wait a second or so. Hey, guys, come on. Oh, well.
Ooh, and we're back. All right. All black and all white. We're going to mulligan this. Show us some goods. All right, we'll keep that. Keep. Boy, that's a lot of Glint Hawks. Let's get rid of one. Watch, they're on walls, and I'm going to regret that, but we'll lead off with Inspector here. Detective, got a scram, says Winfro. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Back at you, my friend. Thanks again for that awesome mug. And I wonder what your wife's up to this week creatively. All right, let's go. Y'all don't remember, that's the fan I met in Seattle with all the cool stickers. Like Zombies Eat Flesh. And there's so many others. I've got them in my little bag of tricks. Okay, what do we have here? Another Inspector. Oh boy, we're not getting anything past this board. Here we are. So we're up 2-0, feeling all right. I'm going to pull the trigger here. I'm going to return the den. Play it. Glint Hawk, return the clue token. Yep. I want to get the jump on this combat. We'll let this go. For a turn. It's a pretty quick clock. I think it's worth the tempo loss. Now, is this a Tithing Blade? Yep. All right. And the creature, he's dead. Oh, yeah, Boros, Celestia. I wonder what kind of what would be a good commercial for a guild? Like, what would it represent? Like a membership at a store or something like that? Gosh, I think I'm just gonna go for it, guys. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. We like playing with one land. Somebody plays Brute Squad too much. Yep, let's go. Play it again. Whoop. Attack. Hopefully they have a cast down. We can just do the thing. This ain't no joke if they don't have any more removal here. Hopefully a Skyfisher doesn't show up, but I just want to top deck maybe like a vault. That would be optimal. Turn on the blade. Not that I really want to target an Inspector, but for the next ones to be profitable, let's go. This might be incorrect. I think how we've drawn, though, had I not done this, I would have wished I had, as far as just kind of going all out. Having 3 mana out, had we drawn it, is really doing nothing for our board here, even 2. We've got Ephemerate back up. The only spell we can play is open. Propaganda don't necessarily mean those guilds. Any commercial Azorius gets the law one. Oh, you're right. Yep. That be true. Looks like a somewhat of a mirror here. Yeah, we did Simic University. Yep, see, there we go. And then Chimpskey's on it. Golgari got the restaurant, the Southern Grill. I've hit a lot of them. Demir, I think, is lacking. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I want to do this. I'm attacking. I just want to be out of the assumption that they just don't have another flyer. Let's go. Cool. They have Ephemerate. I'd much rather be doing that to a Thraben Inspector than this. Come on, Vault. Where you at? Let's go. And Chimpskey knows him. You know you've done a lot of them when sometimes one will come up and you don't have a memory of cutting it. Got Glint Hawk Security. Let's see what's on the board right now, which ones I've done commercials for. I think it's just Glint Hawk. Okay. What do we lose? What do we lose? I'm going to lose the Tithing Blade. I'm going to play something. I'm going to want it to be that familiar, then start bouncing it. Yeah, because it's a mirror match, I better watch my time. I'm already down a minute. Mr. Chatterbox here. They really got us on mana. The board is theirs. They can do anything they want. Us, on the other hand, a little bit. I'm going to do the exact same thing for the exact same reasoning. I do not want that to get blinked. the Refurbished Familiar and get rat locked on our upkeep, so I'm attacking into this. Not really enough our opponent's going more of a pure route, at least the way the I don't think we were running even a basic swamp on our list. Alright, no Ephemerate yet. Feel like we're losing this one. We really needed to hit a swamp like the last 2 turns, and we did not. Curious what their mana base is like, because you definitely don't want to really pick on this as far as like, I'm not going to bring in a bunch of dust to dusts here. You know, it's like, well, we get a blade, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, for late game blades, just keeping them honest. Okay, oh, maybe they do have Ephemerate block, do the thing, we lose a card. Who knows? Let's see. Land, please. All right. I'm going to, just in case there's a trick, I'm going to attack first. Let's see what they got. Yeah, Boros, I don't think we have anything on. All right. I'm happy to trade that. What is this new devilry? Exile, no. Won't do the thing here. Bloop. It's really going to hiccup our land, though. We're still kind of screwed up on land. Yep. I'll do this. They are at 9. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, yeah. We've got an unglorious upkeep. That'd be a funny commercial. I mean, a movie spoof, right? It's tough. I want to try to focus on newer cards and newer references, just so things last longer. You know, I don't plan on going anywhere. Cleansing Wildfires, brought to you by the Arsonists Association of America. Unfortunately, I think we're at that stage where we've got to lose the familiar here. That sucks. I need 2 things to happen right for that. Otherwise, I can just Inspiring Overseer and still get a 2 damage creature on the board. I'll say no to that. Nope. Thank goodness we can say no to it. That would be quite the screwed up move. I was thinking Charm attack, but I'm going to Overseer for a lot of reasons. We've already seen Tithing Blade here, so it's more than likely going to be the choice. Hold back. One good thing about getting a little bit older each year is I get a tiny bit more patient. Gaining some life. All right. While we're here, any Avatar fans in the house, because y'all know how much I like Varric. He's one of, right behind Iroh, he's my number 2. And he has that saying, "Do the thing, Julie." And obviously that will be the quote of the card I want to sit inside of, but I would love to make a Varric card frame. But let's discuss the color, what it would do. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get rid of the Overseer just because I can block. Don't have another one. It negates 1 attack. So I can, worst case scenario, I Skyfisher, return a plains, play it, charm the Skyfisher, attack for 2. Then we got good defense. Granted that that blade's really making a difference. Yep, let's go. All right. Skyfisher. Yep. Turn a plane, play the plane, do the thing. Hup. Cast this. Boop. As we do 4 damage to any meal. Attack. Pretty good for a white weenie Orzhov list. Omen of the Dead, yeah, it does feel that way. It doesn't feel like we're going to win this one. They just have so many more options at the end of each turn with all this mana. 3, 6, 7 mana to 3. Yikes. I think going in our favor is the Skyfisher. And here comes Tithing Blade number 6. Yep, pretty obvious what we get rid of. Our quick start plan almost got us there. They did trip a Lembas already. Uh-oh. All right. Do we just fold up shop here? Let's see what we draw, and then we'll... I mean, we might top deck a Crypt Rat, but even then, we can only really trip it for one with the swamps here. Well, that's just mean. I think I'm going to write down the... We're just going to see what we draw, and then we'll quit. That's a lot. 2, 4, 6, 7 a turn. 2 turns. We need swamps. We need blockers. We need like 3 turns off. So let's go. Concede. Alrighty. We lost that very first game up against the mirror. I kind of like Castigate here. We need cheeseburgers. There's a random idea. I think I want Mesmeric Fiends here. Let me work in this. Let's bring in 2 dust to dust. Gotta lose 3 things. A lot of stuff will be dying. I think I could probably, since most of it's sorcery speed, lose 1 Ephemerate. I could probably go down 2 Lembas. The Charm's nice for the instantaneous goodness. I think we could go down to 3 Blades. So we've got a little bit of interaction with artifacts, not going overboard. Castigate's tempting. This versus Mesmeric Fiend. With our Blood Fountain strategy and them being on Edict style stuff, I think I'm going to lean on Fiend here. Let's go. Yeah, a gruel or like some military meal, like mass food product. Feed your army with gruel. It's slow. It's very slow. We can kill anything that moves for quite a few turns, though. I didn't mean to rhyme that. What do y'all say? We're down a game. Our colors are right. I'm going to keep this. Hope I just top deck like a fountain here, or if, gosh, even a ancient den. I'll do this. It's not these aren't the fastest decks ever, so quite a bit of forgiveness here. Yeah, I was leaning on keep there, obviously, too. Dreamer's Tango. I mean, our colors are right. We've got removal for days. We're not too far away from that familiar showing up. The Inspector. Detective. All right, what detectives? Well, it does say detective there, so I guess I could just say that. It's such a good quote. If perfect evidence appears at your feet, your first task is to rule out misdirection. I think that's a black spell for 1. Misinformation, that's what it is. I love that card. I don't think it's Pauper legal, but it's something like, look at the person's hand and you put like 2 or 3 cards on the third from the top, I think. Can't remember. Target from the opponent's graveyard on top of the library in any order. Oh yeah, that's right. 3 cards on top of in any order. Yeah, just like they just should have just renamed that slow motion, but I like those just complete stultifying turns. That does almost nothing to us. You might think we're on the Omen plan. I mean, we do have blood fountains, but we can just keep making blood tokens with them if they're going after our graveyard ad nauseum. All right, here we are. Hey, look at that. We've got interaction. Let's do this. Kind of makes them feel like, hey, I got it right. But little do they know, we're just after the artifacts. There's 2 artifacts right there. Bring this up. Return the bog. You know, that whole like can't believe it's not butter angle with is it? Like, is it? I don't know. But that's just such a tired trope with any of the Pauper lore. I don't know if you really want to go there. We had Is It University inside of Simic University. I mean, there was some sort of like cross-contamination university spill over there. And if you are eating that crap, stop immediately. Margarine is one of the worst things to put in your body. Have regular butter. That was such, at least here in the States, doling out poison to the public. I like this guy's name. Sid, the other kid. I guess we bring our engine online. Inspector Blade. Go, maybe? Well, I can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do that to here. Sure. We'll do this to a familiar. That'll get us to 3. Let's make the familiar 1. This comes down. This way we'll at least be able to get something out of our bog. Not much. Don't be a land. It's a land. Darn it. Makes you wonder. Maybe they're going to be land screwed. Maybe they're doing that because they know we return the bog, so they didn't want to give us too much value. Who knows? This new summoning sickness, you have to be quite inebriated to miss it. It's very foggy. I know they do the little circle vignettes in there, but I guess I'm not really against it. I don't like the animations. I always turn those off. That's like a memory hog, even though I have a brand new PC. Bugler. Here come the troops. Uh-oh, only one, Captain. All right. Boink. Alrighty, here we are. Coming in for 2. We'll save that cast down for the flying varieties. Alright, well, we've got options here, don't we? If we blade, we don't really get too much out of the deal. We could charm. Let's charm. We'll kill the bugler. This one. Splat. That way we'll use the black. It's like we're just an all black list here. Tempted to throw this to the fountain. Just going to get our lands right again here. And we'll attack for 2. Made with real petroleum. That's quite accurate, Dreamer's Dingo. I like it. Is it bad for you, or is it really bad for you? One regret I have, the last, especially like 5 or 6 years of the show. I wish I would have written down everything people have mentioned, because I know there's been some gems I forgot. There was like this phase like 5 or 6 years ago when Shirazaman, our old co-host, would be like, no, I'm going to do that commercial. And I'm like, all right. And I wish I would have written them down, because he never did them. At least that I know of. Unless he's got some phantom YouTube channel I'm not aware of. Okay. Inspector. Oh, God, there's so many to watch back. No, thank you. All right. Well, we can double do the thing. I think we lose the blade here. Okay. That's overkill, isn't it? Coming over for 1, I guess. Hey, Green and Black Massacre. Greetings from Berlin. Nice to have you with us. All right, we're in a mirror matchup here, which I'm probably going to lose on time because I'm talking too much. Ephemerate showing up. I like that a lot. Shall we see if they want to block first? Let's do the thing. Well, do we want to do that? I know they got a Skyfisher, but I want to stop these shenanigans from happening straight away. Attack! Yeah. I think we'll save the Ephemerate. They might be able to cast down or something. We've seen one blade. No, they've got a Skyfisher. I guess we do it now. What do they lose? A blade. Well, they've got the other blade right there. Do I want to just chip our blade immediately? We've got 5 in the yard. He's got the relic. I think we have to keep. I'll just hold it. Got to say bye-bye to the familiar. He's going to return the blade. Skyfisher. I'm going to have a whole good time here. How many years? Gosh, almost 9. Coming up on 9 very soon. Well, I will have to do something special. I think 2026 will be 10 years. And I somehow knew that if I did it too much, I would burn out like everybody does. So if you want to have a lot of longevity and you want my advice, stream once a week. We have bled and sweated for every single one of our viewers, especially on YouTube. The growth has been exponentially slow. I wish my visage was that of a young, attractive woman. Maybe my numbers would be a lot higher. All right, let's see what we can get here. No. Zing. Okay. Not against the idea. Let's bring out the blade. Double blade. Bring back the blade. Yes. They don't have any way of bringing that back yet. Okay, let's do that. I think we're headed for our first loss. Don't want to be a defeatist. I mean, this is anybody's game at the moment. We're about even, definitely even on life. We can kill that Skyfisher. Just don't want to see any interaction here. What's this German you speak? I don't have the time to copy paste and go to Google Translate. Alrighty. 1, 2. Buckle the shoe. Woo! Bringing it back. Enjoying the stack. Bringing it back. Pow. Attack. Yeah. Let's go. Man, can I get it like an ancient den or something? Jeez. Oh, he's asking where I'm from. Okay. Oh, you've been watching for about 7 years? Thank you for that, JT. Good to have you with us. Playing a little bit more classic design. Sometimes I favor that. I do have an ego, I'd be lying if I didn't admit that. When you play really poorly, you have the punt of the year in last week's video, and you don't do all that well, I tend to bounce back with something a little more standard so that I've got a little bit more staying power, but I'll get rid of this one for obvious reasons. So if there's any theory on what I'm going to be playing, that's usually something I will lean on. A little bit more meta if I'm licking my wounds. And then if I 5-0 the very next week, I'll usually play Super Jank. Y'all know that, right? Let's do the thing. Watch him drop the Skyfish. Bloop. Punt of the year. Oh, yeah. I think that might be the punt of the stream period of 9 years. All right. They got one card. We've got the only creature on board. We can trip a clue. All right, I'll leave that up. Been meaning to revisit this big green list I had about 6 years ago. I entered a challenge or two with it and got in the top 20 both times. That was a lot of fun. but I used like Mold Shambler and quite a bit of the engines here. Okay, Relic is keeping us honest. Do we force him to trip it? Okay. Alright, Skyfisher showing up right in time. Gosh, deck's liking us right now. Our opponent's hellbent. We're just doing the thing. Yep. Which is therapeutic if you've ever been on the receiving end of this. You know, whenever you play Infect, this is the kind of deck you will run up against. You're just like, why does the world hate me so much? Salvation Army for Boros. That's not bad. You're close. Doesn't feel like a home run yet, but you're very close. I totally agree with you, Delphi Groot. There are some amazing lists. It's kind of it's similar to TV and movies. It's like the golden age of Pauper and media right now, you know? There's just so much good stuff. Relic not doing too much. I almost wish I didn't draw that Blood Fountain early. Actually, kind of glad we did. They're churning up their turns instead of tripping it and drawing stuff, but it really screams that they have Omen. I considered Omen, but all right. It's exiled. Wanted the Blood Fountain for the early access to the familiar. I get a little abusive when I play Omen of the Dead. It feels like jumping rope with Skyfishers. There are strings in this artwork. See in the background? Skyfishers jump rope? Whoever said that? Would you be willing to bet that that's never been said before? I do need white. Let's see what we get with this. All right. What can we get rid of? It's not that great. I guess we can get rid of the thing. I'll play that. Just attack. Let's go. Any minute now, they're probably going to trip that Tithing Blade into the Sepulchre. Green and Black Massacre plays this in paper. Very nice. So many ways to build it. It's tempted to squeeze in just one Guardian or something, and just for those Monarch and what's the other thing called? Initiative. All right, what do we have here? Goliath Paladin? Oh, never mind. All right. Skyfisher's doing one now. This is good times because that will never happen. I think I'm just going to axe the Sepulchre and the bridge. Yeah. First off, let's see if our options improve when I cast Lembas. They do. Top. Oh, why are you so cruel to me? I want to do the thing. Let's get rid of the Sepulchre. You know what? If we get this and he has any sort of Omen engine, we can just do this now because he's already got the mana. So let's do that. Encourage him to trip it. It's kind of like having a bog on our side. If he wants to draw, he's got to do the thing. Cool. I guess he doesn't have a... whatchamacallit? Zap. Turn off their engine of recursion here. Hope they don't have another familiar. Of course, it's going to cost them quite a bit. Boros Martial Arts Studio. That's pretty nice. That's, yeah, that's like a military academy or something, right? It'll come. It'll come. Okay, we're going to negate that. Skyfisher made our #1 list on our top 10 white creatures. Feel free to disagree, but that drawback is pretty awesome. The 2/3 body is so hard to deal with in this format. I forgot that when I was up to see Winfro, Jared, I think his name was, it started with a J. I think it's Jared. Apologies if I got that wrong. I forgot that I got 4 Lotus Petals for like the first time ever. That was pretty cool. All right, first things first, let's drop this. Get rid of one of those cards. Let's see an Ephemerate. Oh, they really want both of those, don't they? What are they losing? Don't be a land. It is a land, damn it. I'll get rid of this. Inspector. Do the thing here. I'm going to draw immediately just because I've got one floating. And I'm a purist that way. Cool. Well, we can start doing the familiar dance. If a blade shows up, we can throw Inspector Gadget under the guillotine. 4 minutes down. Apologies. I know smell is always a nostalgia trigger. My goodness. The other day, speaking of martial arts studios there, Mindstab, I was walking to lunch and I caught the scent of the very first karate studio I ever went to in Redding, California. It was just like a Teferi was there just time traveling with me. I was like, whoa, that's next level. Okay. Let me do this first. I think I'd rather nix their cards. Yes. Let me bring this back. I'll play it again. Get rid of their stuff. Got a feeling they're just going to block here. Bam. At least we'll get the Overseer out of the way. Might have been a misplay there. Sure. That's gone. Let me play this. I'm doing this because we want to be able to Blood Fountain here pretty soon. I feel like we're headed to our first loss. We've only got 8 minutes to win twice. You still got time, says Green Bean Sushi Roll. Yeah, I was looking through my cards and I'm like, oh, wow, I got 4 Lotus Petals. I was like, finally. Definitely didn't feel like a pauper when I spent those out. All right. Drawing cards, doing the thing. There we go. I think I just attack here. Let's attack with both. Happy to get that back via Fountain if they don't have any sort of nasty removal here. Otherwise, I can just do the Skyfisher plan of the Lembas. Rinse, repeat. Do the thing. What on earth is this new devilry? Strange. Okay, we'll do this. I think we're going to go the... oops. I got Monarch. Do this. Hey, come on now. I'm using time up to do this. Let's go. Hey, quit wasting time. Jeez, it's like 30 seconds wasted of just like interface screw up. We'll bring this back. Don't have 2 creatures. Play it out again. See if we draw something good. Just upgraded my Lotus Petals to the old border. Nice. Green Bean Sushi Roll with the knowledge. Bottom. I'd rather have something else show up. And I don't want that. There we go. If their familiar shows up, we can at least trip a den and not give them a creature out of the deal. They're headed for a bloodbath. Yeah. We could still win here if they draw dead. Okay, Bog does absolutely nothing. Boy, they really went graveyard hungry. Only got 2 Blood Fountains. It's not that interactive. I don't know if I'd... It's on theme, though. I mean, you're able to do the thing, right? All right, just what I planned for. I'm going to get rid of nothing. They don't draw a card. We could still top that Crypt Rat. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, we could wax for 1. That'd be pretty sweet. Cool. All right, we're headed to game 3. I did not like seeing Dust to Dust. That felt very slow and waiting around to, and the last thing I want to be doing is waiting because of, I'm going to bring back in Crypt Rat. I think I want to play 1 Castigate. Hey, Chimpskey, enjoy the show, my friend. Or put on a good show, or however that goes. Lose 1 more Inspector. Let's go up on our Castigate count. Get rid of their tricks. Maybe we can catch their blades off guard. Well, let's try this out. I've got about 7 minutes. Might be able to do it. Woo! Can I get a Ric Flair? Black, 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 black. Nope. Mulligan. Show me some good cards. All right, we'll keep this. Don't have any artifacts. I'm going to throw back Glint Hawk as it stands now. Well, keep. Damn it, damn it, damn it. What do I get rid of? Refurbished. Done. Don't like this at all. Throw something in your yard so I can use that bog immediately. Come on. Down 3 minutes. All right. I'm just going to play Honest Magic. Let's go. I think it's worth fiending here this next turn if our board doesn't improve. So we get a lay of the land. See how we're going to play out the rest of it since our mana's a bit stultified. Crack the knuckles on the back of your head. Good ritual before you go to bed. Not going to float it? All right. Well, we could just blade it. Let's do it. Boop, boop. Blade. Gave us no reason not to. Let's go. Now we got at least a... Well, we could technically Skyfisher, return planes, drop Glint Hawk, return Blade. That's always fun, right? Have 4 mana flyers. We're going to lose one of them. It's going to cost them their entire turn, which will get in 2 damage. I still like this plan. Skyfisher. Bring black planes with its little drawback. Glint Hawk. Bring back Blade. Yes. Alright. Got 2 critters. I'm sure one's going to be dead. I love the Troll of Khazad-dûm. I've been brewing with that recently. Yep. There it is. Very good finisher. I love the evasion that creature has. All right. It's time for Mesmeric Fiend. Let's grab the thing that's going to bring him back into this. Skyfisher. Sure. Attack. Didn't look too hard at that. Whatever. Revoke Existence does nothing. Cast down does something. Yeah, they can just cast down the Mesmeric Fiend, but still going to leave our Skyfisher in tow. Blop. Okay, they get back their thing. That's one good spell gone. Tithing Blade showing up. Okay. All right. Hey, we got something here. Alrighty. 4 cards in hand. I kind of want to Tithing Blade ourselves here. Let's Blade. We're going to lose ours too. I mean, they can get rid of one of these things, but take up their turn. 16. 1, 2. This way we can reduce the refurbished fee. I was trying to think of a Refurbished Familiar commercial, but you know, like a warehouse of like furniture, like used furniture. I've been looking for something that kind of triggers that, but maybe somebody in the chat can help me out there. All right, Blade's gone. That's fine. Got 1 artifact to show for it. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. All right, let's play Inspector. Let's play Skyfisher. Let's return a plane. Play the plane. Pass the turn. 1, 2. We can cast Familiar next turn. Yeah, it's built for doing that. We've got Ephemerate. Four is a bit steep. I like playing 2. Alrighty, we lose another Inspector. Bloop. 5 minutes left. Feels like we could technically get there. We just draw into a swamp, we're going to be good. I mean, a Vault of Whispers would be the ultimate top deck here. Variety of reasons. Let's go. No vault. Not your fault. How much does this cost? 2? Before we do that, I should have done that first. Let's do this here. Get rid of one of their cards. We're going to lose our familiar there. Bloop. Revoke showing up. We'll attack here. Trying to do the thing. Let's see, they played this. We've already seen one of these. Got the Fanatical Offering in tow. Got to keep cast down at bay so we don't get 1.5 for 1. How does that math work? Refurbished Familiar, somewhere it does between the lines of reupholstering. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mind Stab Throw. Delphi Guru, that's a good one. Very nice. Do I block? Do I block? No, I don't. Too many blades around. We got Ephemerate and such. Let's see if we can draw one. Blup, up, up. All right, there's the vault we wanted. Cool. We're in business here. Let's do the thing here with the blade. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And they don't have the... Oh, they do have Fanatical Offering mana, damn it. All right, so we're just going to attack here. I think we sit back on the extra. Use that mana. Good, now I can cast down. Fanatical Offering. Kill that. Yield. It's a map! It's a map! This is Admiral Akbar and his little lobster face. 3 cards. Dismiss all. Alright. Bye-bye Familiar. But at this stage, is the Familiar more valuable? No. It's been a close match. We're really hindered early on. Oh, the Explorer showing up. They're at 10. Come on, Glint Hawk. Skyfisher. Nothing. All right, we'll bring out a bridge. We'll do the thing. Grab an Inspector out of the deal and do that. Bonk, bing, bing. So rare to draw a card with a Familiar, but you know what card I've always wanted to make work is that Haunted Spectre. So if you're Hellbent, it turns into a Hypnotic Spectre. That's probably the card I've been the most wrong about. This is interesting. Does he have another Fanatical Offering to trade with a Familiar at instant speed? Drop! Pauper Akbar is the only one that can say that and get away with it. No. All right. Familiar. We are blade proof. Let's do the thing. We'll tap the unflexible mana. Get some stuff out of the deal. Cool. Sure. Let's bring this back. Remember what I did to you, Sepulchre? I didn't mean it. Yes. Boop. Boom. 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 Get rid of your artifact, sucker. Attack. Got a cast down coming away? They've got to trip that clue token here if this is a cast down, right? Almost has to be. Oh, never mind. It's the white cast down. Wah, wah, wah. They should have done that first. Might have been their punt of the game. And they're not even streaming that I know of. At least I have the excuse of trying to entertain you all with my motor mouth. Woo! Come on, let's get a Ric Flair. We got any emotes that are Ric Flair? I haven't made any. I'm just wondering if they're out there. Okay, Skyfisher showing up. We lose an Inspector. Are they going to be stuck on defense here? Yep. There we go. Come on over, big Skyfisher. Come on, cast down. Let's just get it. Give me a cast down. Or another bounce effect. Cast down would be preferred. Hey, look at that. Sometimes decks like ya. Chomp. There we go. You. Thrilling, says Green and Black Massacre. Yeah, we've had some pretty good matchups so far. All right, it's flipped. They're doing the life dance. There's something that doesn't matter. Oh, man, it'd be funny to just top deck Blood Fountain right now. All right, that's cool, too. We'll do that. Blanc. Yeah. Do the thing, Julie. You. Yeah, that relic might be the end of us just because it's such a time hog. Yield. Yield. Let's go. More. I think we're going to lose on time. Lembas keeping them very in it. That 3 is no joke. Pretty much pulls even with our life total here. And they draw a card off the familiar. Come on, Crypt Rat. Yeah, I play him. Woo. Alrighty, let's try it out. Blop. Wish I had an Ephemerate right now. Grab 2 cards. 3 cards. Yay. No tricks for you, sucker. Keep them off Ratlock anyway. Yeah, if our rolls were reversed, we could win here just from sit back and just block and stuff, but we're going to lose to time. First loss of the day, if it happens. Who knows? Maybe we top deck Crypt Rat. And what, right? Zap for 3. We could. They've got a Lembas there. If I draw a land, you're right there, Dreamer Stingo. I'll definitely do that. But right now, the board is just like the Defender's metagame right now. 1 card in our opponent's hand. All right, we'll do the thing here. We'll get a flyer out of the deal at least. Yes. Blade. Bring back the blade. Or don't bring it back. You know what I mean? I wish I brewed with that 1/1 shadow guy when he attacks the Soltari Trooper. Is that it? Gets +1/1. Kind of an underplayed card. Yep, they're pulling away now. Rats and hats. There needs to be more hats in Magic. Oh, I've consigned myself to losing on the time here. Once the Lembas showed up, all hope of that kind of went away. Yo, damn it. Never a dead draw. They're not doing too well on time either. All right, things just got better. Hopefully there's no bounce effect. Crunch, attack. I don't give a crap. Yeah, let's go. Get your Ephemerate back and do nothing with it. Whack. Yield. Don't trip the Lembas. Don't trip the Lembas. Forget about it. Let's go. Okay. They go to 8. We're going to be in. Yep. Yield through the turn. Might be able to get there. Drawing cards. Trading with Hawks. No more stuff, please. Damn it. More flyers. Good grief. How many more flyers can happen? Lembas. That will shut the door on the time. They got us on 3 minutes in a Lembas. Really rounding out the curve here. If we draw a Crypt Rat, we'll be in good shape. Trip it for 1, attack for 6. Crypt Rat. Nope. Almost better. Bum, bum, bum. What on earth? Okay. No surprises here. Let's go. Bring this back. Shoot this on the stack. Attack with everything. See what the future brings. Do they have Ephemerate in hand, don't they? Well, trade or don't. Let's go. Yeah, Dreamer Sting, we said it all. Yeah, if there's one thing I'd change, I might add another rat to this list. Go a little heavier in the paint with black. Okay, they draw a card. We're yielding here. Come on. I'm not taking that much time. Let's go. Yield to this. Yield. I was afraid of this matchup just for the time hog it is. This is only the third game. We're like 2 hours into the stream here. Bonk. Sepulchre coming back? Yep. Yo. Okay. There we go. 1 minute to 3. Yep. And the blade shows up. Taking down our other Glint Hawk. Bloop. Come on, Crypt Rat. You know I love you. Can't even get rid of the Skyfisher with that, though. But if I attacked into it, we could. Overseer. Let's go. Give me a cast down. Let's go. Grant me a cast down. Magic gods. Let's go. All right. Well, we're blade proof for a little bit here. Do that. We got 1 minute. Woo. Let's go. Hut. Should probably do this on my turn in case they do a familiar trick. Come on. I ain't going to be attacking, so you'll do this turn. There we go. Can I get them to do the thing? I can't even afford to look at my graveyard with that relic here. I've just got to randomly click on stuff. Let's go. We'll attack next turn. I promise. I already said yield here. Discard a card. Yep, that sucks. Yield here. It should be close. These are pretty similar decks. It's probably like 7 or 8 cards different. They're going with a lot more basics. Going a little bit more old school with our mana base here. They play around too much more, we might have it. I'm going to need another break after this marathon. I usually only have 1 bathroom break, but I've got 3 programmed. I usually only use 1, though. Got some Innistrad trivia coming up. Boy, this might really make the difference here. They're taking a lot of time. Sepulchre? Okay. Considered a little double attack there, but we'll hover over what we need to do. Okay. Okiba showing up. All right. I'll do this. I'm going to do this just to eat up the clock. Decisions. Decisions. Can we do this? I think we're going to do it, folks. Yay! I deserve that one. Woo! What an attack! Brilliant, says Green Bean Sushi Roll. I need to take a break. We have won every game. We beat Demir, we beat Red Blitz, and we beat the Mirror, in quotes. Very close, very, very close. Get your trivia hats on. I'll be right back with some more Pauper goodness. I got to go use the restroom again, as well as fill up my coffee mug. Until I do that, here's Innistrad trivia. Because, you know, I'm a vampire at heart, and I love Halloween. I got to do one of those for each color eventually. I think I'm tackling blue next. Good thing about soon to be unemployed me, I'll have plenty of time to be doing that sort of stuff. So, more videos in the coffers. Hopefully I can make some of my old connections work out. We are in the queue for our 4th game. Having a good old time here. Running out of things to run to. Ooh, lots of people playing about here. Forgot to water down my coffee. I'm one of these weirdos that likes ice or water in my coffee. I don't like to burn my lips. Lukewarm is how I like it, and I like my soda with no fizz. Let's go. All right. I haven't mentioned pickleball today. What's wrong with me? Hey, didn't this happen the first round? Been playing okay. I've had a few pop-ups lately. Mulligan this. Kids in town. I've been undefeated when I play with my son. We played about 12 games now together and won all 12 badly, too. It was like 11-1 on all of them. Mulligan. He's like the athletic version of me. I'm pretty athletic still. I'll get rid of Crypt Rat. I think we got to go with this. I think we go with plain. Yeah, plain. Done. We'll draw more. Likelihood that they have artifact removal in the first 2 turns? Very unlikely. Yeah, don't forget guerrilla tactics with all these familiars running about. Tempting. I'll wait. If that was green, I would play the Glint Hawk and lose tempo just for the advantage of a shock a turn, but right now I don't think that's a good call. Oh, we got some old school coming about. All right, Blood Fountain's going to have to do some work here. Vault showing up. Let's just play an honest game. I'll kill this. Zap. See ya. Bog only grabbing a cast down. That's pretty optimal. I like that, especially with the Blood Fountain right behind it. We're going to Glint Hawk it back. And I feel a Chittering Rats in our future. Be nice to have a Lembas show up. All right, there's that. Considering Hawk Den, Spectre Fountain, I think that's the right sequence. Assuming that they have some sort of a edict effect here. Yes. We'll do this. Do this, do this. Protect our investment. Yep. Now play this. When you play as much Brute Squad as I do, you tend to get the most out of your Hawks and Skyfishers, even though Skyfisher isn't in my list. I keep going back and forth on my Black Brute build. The crux of the matter is that blue, you pay 1 and you're drawing 2 cards, whereas with the dispute style, Village Rights engine, you're still sacrificing. You're kind of a 2 for 2, right? You're sacrificing something, even if it's something blah, for your card, and you're getting those 2 things back. So I've been noticing a little bit of a drought in that department. Feels like I'm going to stumble on the answer quickly. This is a strange pull, isn't it? Let's attack first. What's dying? Glint Hawk. Okay. I think I take warranty here. I'm going to play Skyfisher. I'm going to slow roll this. I'll play the Basilica. Determine what lands we want later. I just still want to stay edict proof here. And if we draw into like more lands, we can start. We'll use that blood token, clue token, maybe to set up a turn. But I just really think it's paramount to keep 2 creatures on board against a traditional MBC. There we go. Speak of the devil. Now, does the Skyfisher live? Is the question. Come on. All right, we got 2 critters in the yard. Blood Fountain active. Don't like that, do we? Den's more important here. Let me do this now. Let me trip this here. We'll get rid of Basilica. Yeah. Got one floating. All right, we'll do this. Draw a card. Plenty of land. I don't mind throwing the Basilica out. Nope. Bottom. All right, we've already played a land. Let's attack. Next turn, we can Blood Fountain. Hopefully they don't have a way to bring Bog back. Defile. Quite the honest black spell. That is terrifying when you look at it. He's like so dead already. Reminds me of like Stranger Things when all the little coils get into the person, but they're still alive. It's like, imagine if a loved one was like that. You'd be like, what is going on? Witch's Cottage doing a whole lot of nothing. So they're going to do something next turn. I think we just pass here. Well, I got to kill the rat. Oh, that's fun. That's very fun. We can kill the rat. Refurbish. Yeah, I like that. Let's kill the rat. Refurbish. Yeah, Mind Step Throw. It's one of the harder things I have ever edited on this show. Probably walk right into removal, but at least we're going to get something out of the deal. Plus, it encourages them to drop that Kombaji Witch, which I think is bad in this matchup. Outside of the Refurbished Familiar, most of our stuff is a little bit stronger than that. But you do smell a Gary around the corner. There it is. That's strange with a... how cool would it have been to have Ephemerate in our hand right there, right? All right. At least they're playing the good artwork. Courtesy of Seb McKinnon. Probably my very favorite Magic the Gathering artist. And that's saying something, you know? That's hard to do. Let's draw. Cool. Well, sometimes things just work out, don't they? We'll do the thing. This is when you hope they have chittering rats. Like, have fun with your gray ogre. Tainted Strike. Yeah, I love that card. There's Black Cleave Goblin. Very underplayed for those surprise finish off infect lists. Nobody expects a 2-1 with haste coming at them. It's pretty sweet. All right, it's about time to trip our Blood Fountain here. There we go. Let's just see some removal so I can just get something back. No removal in our forecast. No removal for our brave heroes. Let's do this. Getting back Glint Hawk and Refurbished, I think, is the play here. Bump. Bump. Zip. Pow. We'll do this. Oh, do I just bring it back again? Right? Or do I bring back Tithing Blade? What to do, what to do, what to do. Yes. Let's bring back the blade. They don't have all that many creatures. Let's go. Don't forget, black has that tainted, the 1/1 artifact. You have to pay a black every single time, but it is a oh, there's speak of the devil. At least they're playing Seeker Squire. Here comes Chittering Rats blowing a turn. Oh, they must have removal. No. They have the Chittering Rats in hand. Why would they not play it? Strange. Hoping they draw removal? Who knows? Okay, let me let's draw first. I like that. Top. Sure. We'll play it. Cool. Let's do this. Turning off the rat. You know, yeah, I like this. The rat just does absolutely nothing. Attack! Yeah, even if you have removal, one of these will get through. Woo! Thank you, Dreamer Stingo. You are correct, sir. Oh, how good would an Ephemerate be here? Can we rat lock him? Give me an Ephemerate. Give me the Dragon Deed. Ah, whatever. And we're going to get stuck with that. Chittering Rats is going to giggle at us. All right. Yeah, I get it. A little underwhelming with Monarch on our side. Exploring all through the desert. I'll double block that any day of the week. Still only a 1-for-1 outside of another Defile trick. Yes, I did have to look at the graveyard to see. Chainer's Edict is alive and active. Don't want to give away our lead too much here. Is this fine? I can only choose one of these to kill. Much more important to keep the you-know-what. The Monarch. We do 3. I can really only kill one thing. It's tough to make Vector Asp work. You've really got to go pretty, little bit too many lands. One a turn. You know, there's that blue shadow creature, 2/1. Drifter Ildal, I think. God, I hope I'm wrong on that. And every upkeep got to pay 1 blue, and it's such a good card, but it's such an investment. It's like Sunken City, you know, where you just have to pay too much all the time. All right. Well, I'm going to do the thing here. We'll go like this, draw a card. Hopefully it's better. Bloop. Let's go. Anything we do will be good. Oh, yeah, let's draw a card. Why not? Blade showing up, doing stuff. As we kill something else. Attack for 6. Really don't want to see a corrupt style move here. Bloop. All right, there we go. W. Huh. Bit of a wait and see list, right? Good news with mono black, they really have no way of dealing with enchantments and such. I don't think Crypt Rats is where we want to be. Missionary, too much bait here and there. Maybe Okiba? What say you, chat? We're pretty built against this board. I think we either bring in Castigate or Okiba. Speed the Swarm. Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 charms. We can deal with their graveyard or enchantments or creatures. I mean, do we bring in another charm? I don't think so. I think we go Castigate. What am I really worried about? A Gary? Yeah, I think Castigate might work. Do we make room for 2? Yeah. Let's go. Not a deck you see all that much. When Pauper first started back in, I think it was 04, 05, I can't quite remember. MBC was like the deck, man. Everybody was playing it. Yuck! Come on, list. All again. Trying to make it dramatic. Did I really double mulligan with no lands? Jeez. The algorithm really wants mono black to win this one, doesn't it? Keep. I say we keep this. I want to keep our removal. I'll get rid of... boy, oh boy. I know they have edicts and stuff. I guess I'll get rid of Inspector here. Done. We'll lead off with a bridge. Quite the slow roll. We've got removal. We got draw. We just need some more cannon fodder. There we go. That'll feel a little bit better. That's a neat little trick there, Dreamer Stingo. Tucking Sentinel's Eyes with the Vector Asp. Sentinel's Eyes is such a card. It's like the Mother May I of enchantments, right? You put it on, people are like, no, I'm going to 2-for-1 you. And it's like, you're not really. And now my ethereal armor will stick. Sucker! Oh, do they have an edict or not? Let's just set up, shall we? We're not too worried about stuff. It's not like they can Okiba us. Well, I guess they could have a Lotus Petal or a Dark Ritual. Yeah. I'm going to say bottom. We've already got one in hand. There we go. Oh, all right. Well, that was weird. You know, since that one game went so long, we're counting that one. Here comes last round because we're 2.5 hours in. Really liking the list so far. I would really like to get in a second Crypt Rat main. Just my play style, to be able to look forward to it. Oh yeah, I'd consider it Silver Quill Campus. Yeah, you can get really outnumbered on coming to play tap lands very quickly. We've already got 6, 7, 8. Apologies. That's a lot. Almost half our mana base is coming to play tapped. So, if what do you call it? Ponza wasn't a thing, land destruction, these would go bye-bye. I'd probably favor some more basics, like 2 swamps, or maybe even like maybe even cut these and go with the new, fetch lands that are like the upgraded Ash Barrens that you can always tap for stuff. But I got a little coffee stain right on my screen here. You all can't see it, thankfully. A little splash down, sitting down too quickly. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can go for a 5-0. Worst case scenario, we go for a 1. We've seen nothing but meta decks today, except round 2, that Red Blitz one, a little questionable. But you never know. That's how the next big thing gets started, right? All right, we like this. Seen better, seen worse. Just a very honest opener. We will keep. Double mulligan that other hand and still got a concession. Ooh, there's something I really like about this. I think it's because the promise of a storm. The close foliage up front, you can tell there's like nimbus clouds overhead. All right, this is another mirror match. God, I hope not. Only 5-0 when I'm in Hawaii. That's another show that shoots right on the lot, or at least it used to. I can't quite remember if that's still on the air or not. Hawaii 5-0. It's been miserable going into work. That's one thing I won't have to worry about come September is triple-digit heat, because we live right by the ocean, and it's like maybe 70, sometimes in the 60s, and this is winter. Oh, this is the White Weenie deck I almost played today. I think this is the same one I played on Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Courtesy of, what was that player's name? I can't quite remember. But anyway, so that'll be nice to not have to have that 2 hours of traffic there and back, and then the temperatures. When I go to lunch, even if it's like 10 or 11 in the morning, it's like almost getting to 100, 103 degrees. Then I come here and it's like you need a sweater. It's only 20 miles away too. It's crazy. All right. What are we going to do here? We're going to do some stuff. 1, 2, 3. I guess we're just going to slow roll this. Let's bring out a blade. Oops. Let's remember how to play Magic here, everybody. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit new to this thing called Magic. Just want to keep the numbers down. We've got the advantage of being a little bit slower in this sort of scenario. It'll usually favor us. I think 3 Ephemerate's right where you want to be at. I might cut one more Overseer for another Crypt Rat. Keep our 3-spot honest. I'm not quite sure how I feel about Rafine's Informant. I'm not saying it's not a good card, but as a White Weenie purist, it's just so many times to get that bonus, you're really giving up stuff. All right, we have 2 artifacts out. Soon to be that, soon to be that. Oh boy, what a good draw that was. Okay. Do the thing here. Watch him discard. Oh, this is tempting, but I'm just going to Thraben Charm here since I can do 2 damage. Cast 2 damage. Do this. Bloop. Bye-bye. And we'll start doing the Ephemerate thing and probably get a concession, especially if we get Inspiring Overseer behind it. Looked into him. Yeah, I could see that. Now, yeah, if you go hard in the paint with the ability to discard stuff that matters, I like it. Otherwise, no. They've only got 2 cards left. Feels like we're already out of the woods. Famous last words. What do we have? Another Informant? Okay, Skyfisher showing up. Gosh, at this stage, I might just recast the Veteran. Alrighty. Well, we're not going to be doing too much with that, are we? Veteran showing back up in their hand. All right. There we go. Now, is that other card worth nixing via the familiar? I think I'm just going to block, do the thing. It's tough, though. Might not get the full value out of it if I do that. I'm going to play this. I'm going to do this. We'll gamble on some sort of interaction that they've got. So yeah, the problem here is if I try to aha them, meaning like Ephemerate right now, or on their upkeep, that's probably the right play. Just take 2. I think that's the right play. So we can Inspiring Overseer no matter what. Yeah, let's... I mean, ideally, they play a land, they keep 1 mystery card in their hand, they attack, we block, we do the thing, they lose the card, we don't take any damage. But that's getting a little wanton, I think. Let's do it now. Make them lose whatever card they got. It might be a Thraben Charm, though. In that case, that would really suck. Don't be a charm. Okay, it isn't. All right. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty neat little workaround there. But we get to draw... No, we don't. Yeah, we get to draw a card. That card's just never dead. Refurbished Familiar just keeps bringing it. Looked into Rafiem's informant. Oh, there we go. Bomb buns. All right. I'm not quite sure what the emote means, but thank you for joining us and chatting. Woo, here we go. I think we just take 7. That might be one of the last times we take causes serious damage. Let's go. If they don't have anything, we'll just rat them again. I think it's worth it. Okay. Well, then maybe we'll just draw some more cards. I think I'm just going to do the Overseer for advantage here. Might as well gain a life and draw a card, right? Let's do both. Cool. Yeah, that's not that great, is it? Oh, yeah. Let's draw. That's pretty cool. Let's do the Blade Dance. Okay. Let's do the Skyfisher Dance. Bring back a blade. Sure. Yeah, putting the hurting for certain. Let's get things right. We'll just pay our investments now. Attack. Lackerding! It's been a while, my friend. Good to have you with us. Skyfish the Overseer. Keep our board honest here. They might Eagles of the North into the +1/1 land. Idyllic Storefront or whatever it's called. It's not Storefront. Idyllic Meadow. Can't quite remember what it is. What you going to show us, Bugler? Bloop. Well, that's optimal scenario. Just a dumb Inspector. Cool. So we get rid of that Skyfisher and Bugler, which would be good times. Got a blocker in our own Skyfisher here. That's just this life engine's really getting irritating. Bugler Rats. All right, the Inspectors is going to go bye-bye via the other Tithing Blade. Start getting our life back here pretty quickly. Bloop. I'll do that. I'll do this to this. See if we can draw maybe like a cast down here would be optimal. Nope. All right. I'll do this here. Get out some stuff. We'll cast one of these again. Cut down the numbers. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Can't really attack with anything. Come on, you got to get rid of that. There you go. Yield. Nothing. So nothing improves here. We'll probably get rid of our own Inspector via the Tithing Blade on the battlefield and play a Basilica. Pass. Clue token's impressive too. Just arrived. List. Lackerding coming right up. Will, if you wouldn't mind, Dreamer Stango to post the list. I know and Chimpskey's at his movie theater, so... Or if somebody can scroll up. There you go. Dreamer Stango, Johnny on the spot. Thank you, my friend. And another reminder, send me an updated picture. We'll get you in that intro. All right. Let's do the thing. Oh, do we blade or do we do the other thing? Do we want to just get rid of their cards? Let's blade. Yep. Blade. Do the blade thing. Probably the veteran going bye-bye. I should assume. Before we drop Basilica, let's trip the clue token in case we walk right in. No, that's impossible. No, because then we could just play the planes and do the thing with that cast down if it is on the Skyfisher. Cast down. Nope. All right. Well, let's get things right. Bring this back. Throw the planes. Boy, I really want a blood token to show up so we can do something with this mana. All right, let's pass. Hey, have a good one. Green and Black Massacre. Good to have you with us. Is it a musical show? That'd be pretty sweet. Boy, we can really attack if we can get rid of that Skyfisher. It's going to be a bloodbath. Bam. There's the Grange. Giving the Bugler mange. What is mange? Isn't that an animal disease like rabies? Can't quite remember it. Dismiss all. Let's save on real estate, shall we? Okay, fine. Yeah, this is great. Block. Sure. We're going to do one here. We'll go like this and this. Right. 2, 4, 5. Okay, I got some sort of trick. Then get rid of 2 of them. It's a stultified board. Uh-oh. He's got the thing. We lose 3 creatures. Got a Guardian's Pledge? Nope. All right, it does the thing. Yeah, I was thinking I should have quad blocked there, but whatever. We lose 3 regardless. Darn it. That's a pain. Come on, removal. Let's go. Yeah. Should have quad blocked there, or not blocked. Oh boy, come on, list. No, not like this. 5, let's do this to here. At least we've got that. But this scenario, let's see, there's been 1 charm. Too many charms. This list runs all 4 charms. Kind of have to force him to have it, though. 2 cards in hand. They're at 22. My goodness. We just cannot get through that Skyfisher wall. It's too big. To double block or not? Oh, boy. Somebody's got it, don't they? Do I take 5? They have the Anthem effect. Am I going to do this here? I'll just let it go. Really wish I had a cast down here. Yeah, the only reason, unless they're a very good poker player, the only reason to do that is a Guardian's Pledge. Okay. Do they still have it? Come on, Blood Fountain would be optimal here. We could do something with these extra lands and get back our familiar. And company, let's go cast down, please. Something relevant. Don't be a land. Cast down. It's a land. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. Do it some more. Bloop. Zap. Pow. Did I play a land? I think I did. Whoosh. Alright, here we go. Yeah, Thraben Charm's a beast. I mean, with only 2 creatures out, it kills almost everything in the format under a 5/5. And it's white, so, you know, good luck. You don't have no Alabaster Blast. I'm in a block-in mood. They've only got 2 creatures. What am I most scared of? This is tough. Do I do an honest block? They got an Anthem effect. I'm screwed. I can't really just take this, so let's try to see if we can get rid of their air power. There's probably a Guardian's Pledge right behind this. I've got 3 cards in my hand. They got to be a little tentative. Nope. There's 4. I mean, they can still only get rid of one of our creatures here, but we just take a whole lot of damage. 8. Our Skyfisher's dead. We're going to gain 2 of it back, but it ain't going to be enough. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. I agree, Lackerding, especially in this scenario. Bloop. Do this. Here we go, governor. The little engine that could. Let's see. At this stage, I actually think I'll get rid of Familiar. I have to block. I can't do anything else. Now, keep in mind, game 2 is going to be a whole lot of artifact. Usually these decks have 6 to 7 kill cards, so our mana is going to be in question. I just wrote down Artifact Hate versus us in the cyber. Oh, this is the death now. Nice play. They got us. Talk about a top deck. All right. Are we going to lose finally? So you're saying there's a chance. Let's bring in Castigate and Mesmeric Fiend. Get rid of their hate. I really like Crypt Rats here. Do we want any of that? I like all our removal where it's at. I could probably lose 1 blade. 1 Lembas. I really like the ground troops. We could probably lose an Ephemerate. Not too many tricks outside of Thraben Charm. Not sure, and probably an Overseer. I think I like this. Feel free to talk me off the ledge. All right, let's go. Pop! Castigate! Yeah! My wife hurt her calf like last Monday badly. Like she could barely walk, and then it's not a tear, but it's a super bad sprain. And so she's out for like 3 weeks. And I had a medical procedure the other day, and so we both weren't able to play, so I have no tournament update. But our team did win, and we're still in first place in pickleball, for those of you that care. See also 2. Lackerding. Yeah, I want to play first. Okay, this is an ugly hand. Dead, flood, nothing, mulligan. Give us more than 1 land, please. We'll keep it. I can't keep this, mulligan. Not like this. Isn't that the same? We'll keep. We'll get rid of all of our white stuff. Done. All we have is the Refurbished Familiar play if this fountain works out. How to get Metalcraft immediately. Play a Blood Fountain via the Vault and have a 2/1 discarded flyer in the first turn or second turn. I think we're going to go 4-1, guys, unless we just top deck a Den here. I don't want to top deck a Den. I want to see a Plains. Let's keep in mind we want to get rid of these things as soon as possible because they have probably 3 Dusted Dusts in their hand. Let's go. Less draw means more lands. Boop-a-doop. Battle Screech. Battle Beasts. Anybody remember that from the 80s? Wood, fire. Fire beats wood. Battle Beasts. I could just do the commercial. Battle Screech. Why do I have that committed to memory? That is sad. Any land, please. Any land. Let's go. At this stage, any land for a Fiend so I can get rid of their hate? No. All right. I think we lose Charm here. Hey, watch them wax us here. Just whoop. All right. If they have it, they're going to do it. If we see a Plains, I'm going to cringe. They drop a Plains and tap really quickly. They always have Dust to Dust. They don't have it. Oh my God. I think I would have attacked first. Replayed the Inspector. What do I know? I only play Magic. I missed out on 2 damage there. We're Respect our opponent. Oh boy, we really need to find a Crypt Rat now. So I think the plan is to play Lembas. Yeah, Lembas here. We are losing. There's no doubt about it. We really need just like land here. All right, we'll take it. That's cool. Top. Good times. Okay, bring this back. Top deck a Crypt Rat now. We're in good shape. But see how many times I've been wanting a Crypt Rat? Maybe I have a problem. Crypt Rats Anonymous. What do they say when you when you're a hammer, everything you look at's a nail? Or what's that phrase? Same with like, everybody's using creatures in this metagame. Let me kill all of them all the time and gain like 40 life. That's why I like 8 rats so much. 8 rats is not enough. I have upgraded now to 16. I think the last list did. It was technically infinite because of the campfire and the blood. We've been seeing a lot of lists in the championships with 4 blood fountains now. I know LSV showed up with Louis Scott Vargas with one. All right. Think we're in the 4-1'sville, guys. Have we ever seen the rat show up? Good grief. Play this. Let's do this first. I guess we could kill it in response. Talk about losing magic. No, I think 20 lands is just about right. Would be interesting to go with maybe a Sen's Enlistment. In this list, I think that's missing. This list runs like 1 or 2 lands more than you would think, and I lost to Flood like 3 out of like the 5 games that I ended up losing. Oh yeah, they're not close to that. I guess we take the Informant. Do that. I guess we'd rather kill the Skyfisher here. Not like we're going to be blocking. God, I wish I could play this. Come on, just let the code misfire. Can't block with the Fiend. I was considering the Fiend should be just more Castigates or Duress. I really thought I'd see some Spell Stutter Sprites, but you know, whenever you plan around something, that's what you never see. That's just the nature of it. Did we play Ruby Storm? No, I don't think I could do it enough justice. I pimped out Kalikai's channel the other day mentioning just that same thing. It's like, you know, I could play it to like a B plus maybe, but why not just go watch the guy that invented it and give him the credit, right? I do like the idea a lot. I actually had a lot, for me, a better build for my style with Kessig and the Gutter Snipe before he went to the familiar, the Thornscape Familiar package. So, who am I kidding? We're not going to win this game. Rat? Nope. Time to trip stuff. Let's bring out a dude here. We can trip this, draw a card. Maybe we can get another cast down or something, right? We'll trip this for draw. I'll eat the Lembas. Unfortunately, we have to do that. Well, I guess I could do that too. I like this. Let's get a blocker in the way. Bring back Fountain. Yes. Replay the Fountain. We can block. Probably dead, but I mean, I'm not blocking with the Fiend, so I might as well attack here. I don't believe they have an Ephemerate in the list, so let's go. Oh, yeah. Ideally, you know, you want Ephemerate in hand mid to late game. We just didn't see the two in conjunction with each other, so it's a little bit of wishful thinking sometimes. So often, might be a little too cutesy. I don't know. I really expected to see some Brood Scale combo, and they have so little interaction that I thought Fiend was the better card, especially getting around Spell Stutter Sprite. Duress is a hell of a card. It is nice to see Duress make a comeback. A lot of those Brood Scale lists are running 4 main, which I totally agree with. Oh boy, they're putting the thumb screws to us. Oh yeah, they got the other bird we lose. Here comes the big old, oh, all right, they got us. They could play bird there or whatnot, so it's a real deck. I played it on Tuesday for the same reason, but we won 4-1, everybody. And let's not, I mean, I think we could easily even be favored in that matchup. Not to speak dishonestly. It's just we just had a bad run there, but you know, that happens. So this is the list. I really want to fit in one more of these. As it sits now, you know, I'd probably do this. We have so many ways to get early artifacts to power this out that I think these numbers at 5 is fine. It would be really nice. There were so many times we wanted that one. So these are the changes I would make. I'm still not sold on getting rid of Mesmeric Fiend. I think it's, like I said, against the decks we didn't see today, I think it's very good. Yeah, and we had a bad hand, but hey, we can't really complain. I mean, we went 4-1, and it was all mostly metagame decks there too. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to be jobless soon, so you're going to be seeing a lot more custom vids and stuff. Not that I really need them. Gotta do something else with my time, right? But yeah, send your list to propaganda@gmail.com. And if you want to support the show, we're going to go out with a little link there to our little Buy Me a Coffee site. Again, thanks to Chimpskey, who's at the movie theater right now, but was here earlier. And Will/Dreamer Stango for always having my back and being here every day, week in, week out. Love you all. Please like, subscribe to all that boring stuff at youtube.com/propaganda. And we'll see you same time, same place next week on Propaganda. Until then, adios, everybody. Woo!